have to fill up those sleep ones?
Well, no, because I live up here.
I gotta be like very specific about it.
Like, if you ever need a spot to come stay, you can come chill at my place.
Cause there's some times where like I gotta go home for like one day, then come back the next, stay for 2, go back for 1.
Yep.
Neighbors wave as they drive on through, causing Quinter. That's what neighbors do. It's that fire pit therapy with friends so near, laughter and smoke and a cold brew beer, where love runs deep and the pace runs slow, and every heart's got a place to go. Ain't got malls or fancy scenes, just sunsets, paint and golden dreams here in Quinter, where I'm meant to be, living life. Fire pit therapy.
Edgewater Insurance, located in Waukene and Grainfield, is committed to providing quality insurance products for individuals and businesses. Just like the Bulldogs revel in excellence, we revel in providing quality insurance service to our customers and community. While we specialize in crop insurance, we also offer auto, business, and farm insurance. Edgewater Insurance, a proud supporter of Quinter Bulldog Academics and Athletics.
Hello, I'm Levi Gibbs, Western Kansas Regional President for Equity Bank.
And I'm Chad Churchwell, commercial lender, Quinter, Kansas. Equity means
More response,
more attention.
more expertise. We are proud to support the communities in which we live and serve.
And we are proud to support all of the Quinter athletic teams and wish you the best of luck.
Stop by and see us for all your banking needs.
Go Bulldogs!
Located south of Park, Daryl and Farina Kaiser, along with sons Luke, wife Zoe, Dalton, and Trevor, are proud supporters of the next generation of area farmers and ranchers.
The Kaisers raise cattle, corn, and wheat while offering custom farming needs and providing elite time-tested genetics for their registered Angus herd.
With added value in mind, the new marketing opportunities, Daryl and the boys believe their breeding program is one to take your herd to new heights. Join the Kaisers at their 26th annual production sale on the ranch on April 2nd, 2026.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
Kendra Sawyer's Barnes and Farm Bureau Financial Services in Quinter and Hoxie have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. With over 25 years of experience, we're as committed as ever to providing you with excellent customer service for all of your insurance needs. As part of the community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help protect what matters most in life. At Gove County Medical Center, our mission is simple: to enhance lives through person-centered care. We believe in delivering the right care at the right time and the right setting. Our vision begins with our approach. We act with unity, driven by one common purpose: to make a difference. We show we care in every interaction, every step of the way. Visit us at 520 West 5th Street or call 785-754-3341 to make an appointment. Gove County Medical Center, where care meets compassion. GG&T Cattle Company is a fourth-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, Reed, and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered Solaires, Angus, and Optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 51st annual production sale on February 19, 2026 at the ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, a proud supporter of the Quinter Bulldogs.
Golden Plains Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Quinter High School. Golden Plains is a full-service financial institution with locations across Kansas. We can help you plan a future with financial stability. We have financial products and services to help you get there. Stop by to learn more about our student resources to help you reach your goals, or visit us at gpcu.org. Golden Plains Credit Union, life with a touch of gold.
Harmony Farms, Kansas is a sixth-generation family farm located in Decatur County, Kansas. It was founded in 1878, and we still farm the original homestead. Harmony Farms, Kansas has been certified organic since 1987, and we're certified by the Organic Crop Improvement Association, National Organic Producers, and in Canada with the U.S. Canadian Equivalency Program. Harmony Farms offers certified organic wheat, milo, and millet both in bulk and individual packaging along with individual bags of whole wheat flour. Harmony Farms, Kansas, a proud supporter of Quinter Schools.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. Utilizing local in-field trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area, let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Nutrient Ag Solutions is proud to be a partner of the Gove County community, located at 7085 Highway 40. We're here to partner with you in every step of the way.
From chemistry and fertilizer to seed, custom applications, and expert agronomy service, Nutrient Ag Solutions has the tools, products, and local knowledge to help you grow smarter and more efficiently.
Give us a call today at 785-754-2218 or stop by the office to see how we can work together to build better relationships and better fields.
Nutrient Ag Solutions, proud sponsor of Quinter High School sports.
Selensky Land and Cattle Inc. and Circle S Trucking of Park, Kansas proudly support all Bulldog activities and athletics. Curtis and Kelly, lifelong residents of Gove County, have been in the farming and cattle feeding business for over 30 years, proudly running their family business to this day. They operate a cattle feed yard and also grow wheat, corn, and livestock feed. Circle S Trucking, led by Carson Selensky, has been actively hauling needs of the local area for silage, grain, and manure for 2 years. Selensky Land and Cattle and Circle S Trucking would like to congratulate and support the Bulldogs for that successful year and wish them the best of luck.
Smoky Hill Ag is your precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
Wagner Manure Spreading LLC was established in 1997 and has grown into a family-owned business in western Kansas. Owners Greg and Yvonne, sons Toby, Meredith, and sons Tucker and Owen, Tyler, Kayla, and daughters Posey and Penelope, Tanner and Caitlin, as well as full-time employees C.T. Borger and Cameron Bentham, specialize in the stockpiling and spreading of manure. They are also available for any of your hopper bottom needs, including grain or dry fertilizer. If you need pens cleaned, we have plenty of payloader experience. No job is too big or too small. Wagner Manure Spreading, proud supporter of the Bulldogs. Edgewater Insurance, located in Waukene and Grainfield, is committed to providing quality insurance products for individuals and businesses. Just like the Bulldogs revel in excellence, we revel in providing quality insurance service to our customers and community. While we specialize in crop insurance, we also offer auto, business, and farm insurance. Edgewater Insurance, a proud supporter of Quinter Bulldog Academics and Athletics.
Hello, I'm Levi Gibbs, Western Kansas Regional President for Equity Bank.
And I'm Chad Churchwell, commercial lender, Quinter, Kansas. Equity means
More response,
more retention.
more expertise. We are proud to support the communities in which we live and serve.
And we are proud to support all of the Quinter athletic teams and wish you the best of luck.
Stop by and see us for all your banking needs.
Go Bulldogs!
Located south of Park, Daryl and Frina Kaiser, along with sons Luke, wife Zoe, Dalton, and Trevor, are proud supporters in the next generation of area farmers and ranchers.
The Kaisers raise cattle, corn, and wheat while offering custom farming needs and providing elite time-tested genetics for their registered Angus herd.
With added value in mind, the new marketing opportunities, Daryl and the boys believe their breeding program is one to take your herd to new heights. Join the Kaisers at their 26th annual production sale on the ranch on April 2nd, 2026.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
Kendra Sawyer's Barnes and Farm Bureau Financial Services in Quinter and Hoxie have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. With over 25 years of experience, we're as committed as ever to providing you with excellent customer service for all of your insurance needs. As part of the community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help protect what matters most in life. At Gove County Medical Center, our mission is simple: to enhance lives through person-centered care. We believe in delivering the right care at the right time and the right setting. Our vision begins with our approach. We act with unity, driven by one common purpose: to make a difference. We show we care in every interaction, every step of the way. Visit us at 520 West 5th Street or call 785-754-3341 to make an appointment. Gove County Medical Center, where care meets compassion. GG&T Cattle Company is a fourth-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, Reed, and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered Solaires, Angus, and Optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 51st annual production sale on February 19, 2026 at the ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, a proud supporter of the Quinter Bulldogs.
Hello and welcome here to Quinter, Kansas, home of the Quinter Bulldogs for this Week 9 matchup between the Quinter Bulldogs and the Hoxie Indians. Both teams coming in here, both young teams at that, just trying to finish off the season, looking for something to win, and looking forward to next season is really the big idea here of this game. keep it out short here. The Indians will receive the ball first from the Bulldogs. And like I said, very young team coming in here, especially the first next season.
Yeah, Hoxie, they did lose a fair share of seniors last year. They were defending state champs. Come out, it's kind of a flat season. But it's something to build off as well. And if you're Quinter, I mean, it's a team that had one win last year. And this year they had a shot at playoffs. I mean, they've got a nice young freshman duo, Jackson and Blackwell.
Hoxie is going to be a keeper straight out the bat. Still on his feet, kind of moseying his way through. That's going to be number 2, Chase Meyer. There is a flag.
Yeah, that's kind of been Hoxie's identity so far, is giving the ball to Meyer. He's got 120 carries and 7 rushing touchdowns, and I'm not surprised at all that they opened up with a designed run for him.
We're going to get a false start on the Indians, so it's going to move them back 5 yards. And not kind of that deal like I said, but like a lot of the run plays kind of result in some people just jumping a little too far. And also might have been some of the downfall of their season.
Yeah, I mean, it's a young team, and their coach is a veteran. He's won 2 state championships, so, I mean, they're going to be just fine, and the next year's coming, and it's something to build off of.
The handoff for the Indians, trying to get back into the sticks. It's going to get caught up right before. It's going to be number 10, Noah Nicholson. He's been pretty, big coming here as also a freshman for the team.
Yeah, he's also one of the guys that gets the runs, 75 carries so far this season for 5 touchdowns. So, I mean, they do find the way, to get the rock to everyone, and everyone gets a chance here.
This one's going to be a direct snap, and he's going to run it. And Quinter Bulldogs holding him up there. Maybe just getting inside the sticks for a 1-yard gain, bringing it to 3rd and long.
Yeah, and one thing about this Quinter defense is their defensive line is they're really getting off blocks well. And also their linebackers there. They've read it perfectly. There's just another inside run and some great job creating some commotion up front by the Bulldogs. And, yeah, they're doing a great job so far getting off their blocks early.
So back-to-back run plays, bringing them within the sticks for about a yard, maybe a yard and a half here. We'll just snap back. It's going to be Myers looking to throw. And just fell out of the hands. That's going to be Griffin Czar, the 6'2" sophomore. So he's got height there, just a little bit out of his reach. So it's going to be 4th down for the Hoxie Indians. And we're probably seeing the punting unit come out.
Yeah, and Meyer just kind of held on to it. He kind of pump faked a little bit there and hesitated. Kind of an off-balance throw. But it's, again, great coverage by the Bulldogs. And they might have gotten away with one there with the drop. But, yeah, it's something to – it's nice to get the momentum that they've struggled a little bit early getting stops on these first drives.
Punt goes and lands about the 30-yard line, the Bulldogs side, and hits a favorable bounce for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs will pick up just shy of their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of this upcoming drive for Quinter. They really like to get it in the hands of Colt Worth and Jax Ruff. Blackwell's done a tremendous job at making some good reads. He's progressed very well. He's only a freshman, so I'm excited to see what they bring here.
I agree with you well. We get a set up in an I formation here. Direct handoff up the middle and get some positive yards. That's going to be number 4, Jax Ruff. You just talked about him there. And got a great big hole there. Gave him a lot of room to run for about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, you saw it last week with Quinter's offensive line versus Trigo. A lot of the times they just didn't create a crease for Ruff or Colt Worth, and they did a nice job on that one to rip off about 5. And those runs, they may not seem like a lot, but those are pretty big for your first drive.
So one's going to be another handoff. He's got room. He's free. He's going down at the 20, 10. It looks like he's getting all the way and into the end zone. He's number 22. Colt Worth, like you said, just talking about him. He just barely got touched there and broke through one tackle and he was gone.
And we've seen this speed on Showcase all year here, and you've seen he can really hit the crease, and he found one there. It was an outside sweep, kind of some nice lead blocking by the Bulldogs, and created a nice just opening there for Colt Worth, and he was gone, and it's hard to catch back up to him. He's pretty quick.
So here's the 2-point conversion. Step back pass, quick pass right over the hands of Colt Worth there. So it's going to remain 6-0 here. There's 9:50 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's just a little under pressure there. Quick read and a quick throw, but it's something to build off of. You score on your second play, and it's 6-0 now. Hoxie, they've got to answer.
They have to answer here. Done a great job there, especially, like I said, we talked about them only having one win last season. That came right at the end of the season. And so with the momentum building here, especially with this younger freshman class coming in here, what are we kind of looking for this next season coming up for these younger guys going to be sophomores and juniors and seniors? What are we looking for with that?
And you just got to develop over the off season, and you got to just keep doing what you're doing. If you're head coach Corwin here, I mean, you got a young squad, and you just got to build off of it. And they've tasted some success as well, and that's one thing to build off of too. You've kind of laid the foundation this season, and now you can go out there next year and kind of got a little higher expectations, but at the same time, that's some of the best places you can be. And like I said, this team's young, and they're going to be pretty good in the years to come.
We've definitely been looking for kind of a year like this to start showing that rebuilding process. And with those, of course, younger teams, of course, you're going to lose one of your biggest guys, the Cale Hargett, the 170-pound senior there. He's been a really big leader here for these younger guys, and hopefully leaving them, with some experience going through. That's also going to be, Cale Hargett with a little pooch shake once again, and Hoxie will start on their own about 27-yard line for their second drive of the game.
Yeah, and I like to see them go back to the air a little bit. I think their run game has kind of been stopped early, and they tried to go with the pass, but that was just a little bit of an overthrow. But I wouldn't be surprised if they take a shot. And also, I think, you got to keep going on what's worked, and I think Chase Meyer, he's probably going to get a couple runs as well.
Pitch off to the left. It's going to get about a few yards gain. That's going to be Noah Nicholson. And that's going to be about, I'm going to say he got him all the way back for about a 2-yard gain at their own 26 or 27.
Yeah, and they lined up, no receivers out. It was clear as day that they were running the ball there. And that was a nice, again, it's Quinter. They're getting off their blocks early, but also their linebackers are floating the ball pretty quick as well.
2 outs to right. Quick pitch to right, and men in the backfield for a loss of yards. That's going to be
Berkeley Mesh on the tackle there. He's a big 300-pound sophomore, and he's strong, and he ripped him down. Some nice cleanup there by Jax Ruff. But again, it's Quinter. They're getting off their blocks early, and if you're Hoxie, you got to kind of get your O-line back in check.
This is definitely a big game for Quinter, hosting it here, of course, here, and then having, home field advantage, especially, finish out the season looking towards, you're looking towards the extra sports, but then you're also looking to next year, especially when you've got a 300-pound man already in the backfield this early. So next year definitely will be something to look forward to. Is get a long pass. That's going to be caught by number 4. That's Caden Beckman. And they're getting their first down of the game. Get all the way down to the Bulldogs' 34-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice pass there. Like I said, they're probably going to air it out a little bit in this drive, and that's only Beckman's 3rd catch of the year. So, like I kind of said earlier, they really do find a good job at getting everyone carries and touches, and that's definitely some momentum swing.
So we're going to go straight back to the run there. Almost got lost or tackled in the backfield for a loss. Quite eventually finally got up in the air. Threw over the heads, but getting out of a tricky situation there after a huge gain. Behind the sticks, mind you, they got way more than they needed. That was a great job. After, get down with a huge yard, loss, and you make a run like that, that's what you need to get your offense going.
Yeah, and Caden Thomas and Matt Glaze for Quinter absolutely wrecked that play. Almost got to him, but in that situation, it's almost better to just tuck it and keep it yourself or throw it out. But definitely a great job by Chase Meyer to escape the pocket there.
So we get ready for 2nd down and 10, like I said, from the Bulldogs' own 34. It's going to be a direct snap to Myers, and he's going to get a few yards off the run up the middle.
Yeah, and again, it's Chase Meyer. They're really doing a great job at piecing together these plays for him. They've kind of been stopped early. Again, Quinter just such good defensive stances so far, and they're really showing a lot. But, yeah, I would still like to see Meyer take a shot here. It's 3rd down, and you're in 4th down territory. I think just a quick out route, get them a little closer, then they could run the ball and move the sticks there. But definitely have to see what they can draw up.
Third down and just shy of 6. We'll get a motion up. He'll step back to pass. Gets it out there. It's going to be intercepted. And it's going to go down the left side. Guess that's going to be number 4, Jax Ruff. And he's going to get all the way back down the Indians' 30-yard line and turns the ball back into their own hands.
Yeah, and that was a nice play by Ruff. He set back in his zone coverage, just bit on that, and just a tough throw from Meyer there. He set in the pocket, had the pressure coming a little bit, fires to seemingly nobody except Jax Ruff over there. A nice pick by the freshman.
So the Bulldogs in great field position begin their second drive. Motion across, fake jet, long pass, and almost intercepted back. That was number 7, Porter Meyer, one of the freshmen for Hoxie there.
Yeah, that was almost a pretty big pick. You kind of saw they had no defensive backs or corners. You know, in that backfield, they were all kind of pressed up, and Blackwell did a nice job at trying to push the ball downfield. He just needed a little bit more power on that football, and that could have been 6.
Second down and 10 after just the almost pick back for the Indians. Under center T formation. Hands off. They're going to get it a few more yards and put them in a third and manageable.
Yeah, it's Jax Ruff again, and kind of like we talking about it a lot tonight. It's these 3 guys. It's Blackwell, Ruff, and Worth. And we just saw Colt Worth rip off a major touchdown there to open the game up, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep going at that. And if you're Hoxie, you got to flood to the ball quicker if you're the backers, and if you're the D-lineman, you got to get off the blocks quick, apply pressure early.
So one spread out left, shotgun, motion in. Fakes the jet sweep again, but hands it off. That's going to be Colworth again. Looked mighty similar to the touchdown run he had earlier today, but finally got brought down, but not before he gets to the first down.
And it's just a simple option route. Fakes the handoff, sweep to Ruff, hands it off to Worth. The Indians ended up biting on it, and Colworth takes advantage and rips it up for a first down.
Already at 51 yards rushing for him here in the first quarter. Snaps back. Blackwell in trouble, trying to get rid of it, and he does. Tried getting it out there. Target was Cale Hargett. And so they're going to have a second down and 10 on the Indians' 13, 14-yard line.
Yeah, smart play by him. Just get rid of it. Live to fight another day. It's second down. And it's kind of one thing that Chase Meyer didn't do when he got out of there. And for the Indians, he kind of threw it in trouble a little bit. A nice experience play there from the freshman.
Motion once again. This time he's going to fake it and keep it for himself. Moving up the left side. Get inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and Hoxie, they're biting on a lot of these options and a lot of these reads as well. You see it there. It's just another sweep, but instead of Worth being off to the side, it keeps himself, takes it for about a 5-yard gain. And yeah, if you're Hoxie, you really got to have your linebackers be a little bit more diligent on the sweeps and some of the options.
A lot of pressure play before. Third down, 5 to go. He's going to line up under center. Fake pitch and does the read option. Gets to the outside. And they're going to say he gets in for the touchdown. That's going to be Jax Ruff.
And you see it here. It's the same. It's just these sweeps and these options. This is called a speed option here. He's going to run out to the side and have the option to pitch it back. It's a nice athletic play as well from Ruff. He dove for the pylon. And overall, pretty nice play design there. And we'll see if they can put this at 14-0 with this 2-point.
And so there was a flag on the field. It looks like it's going to move him back a few yards. I couldn't catch what the white hat said it was. But regardless, it's going to be third down and outside the sticks now. Pass. It's going to be up there, and it's going to get caught. And they're going to see if he can get it in, though. No, so yet, there it is. It's number 10, Cooper Havlis. What a great job after getting in the end zone once and then making sure you get back into it from outside the sticks.
Havlis, he's their junior guy, and he's kind of who they go to for going deep. Seen it all year, and that was just a kind of a muscle-up play. Drug 2 defenders into the end zone, ended up putting 6 on the board. Now we'll see if they can put it at 14-0 with this 2-point.
So here we go. Under center, hands up the middle, and he's going to come up short once again. So the 2-point try once again is no good. 12-0, 5:08 left to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs ahead.
Take a couple words from our sponsors. Kaiser Angus Certified Angus Beef Sellers and proud supporters of the Bulldogs. Kendra Barnes at Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life.
So as we're looking back here, Indians trying to get some momentum here on offense. Like I said, couldn't get the first drive, had to go 3 and out. Second drive with the interception, which both led to the Bulldogs scoring on both drives. So the Indians need to get something going here on offense to keep in this game.
Yeah, it's just about piecing together chunk plays, and they got the firepower for it, and I think they're going to try to go to Chase Meyer again to kind of rip off a run. They've been trying to get it. Their offensive line really just hasn't been able to contain that Bulldog defensive front, but also, they had that big chunk pass to Beckman, and I'm interested to see what they draw up. I'm expecting a little bit of everything.
So as we get ready for the kickoff once again from the Bulldogs, it's going to be the senior Cale Hargett back to kick. This one's going to be another short kick. It lands about the 20. So it's going to be Chase Meyer receiving it and get about a few yards after retrieving it. About 8. So they're going to start on their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, a nice little shimmy there from Meyer. And they're going to set up shop right about on that 27, 28. And I'm interested to see what they do. They're going to draw up some plays as well. I think they don't have any 2 receivers out now, so you're going to get a little mix of everything.
Strong left. Meyer's going to keep it, but he's going to be met in the backfield. Quick. That's going to be Caden Thomas on the tackle. What a great job. It came from his blind side, and he had no idea he was there. So great job, great penetration from him.
Yeah, we've said it a lot. They're getting off their blocks early. This time it was Caden Thomas kind of ripped through that, outside guard and just met him early. And that's one of the biggest things too. If you can win that first step, you're going to find yourself in that backfield a lot.
2nd and 12. Myers, shotgun gets it. It's going to be caught by Griffin Czar and get them back within the sticks for a gain about 4.
Yeah, it's just a simple out route, and nice catch there by the Indians. And like I said, you got to piece together these plays. It's a 3rd down here. They're probably going to either throw it deep or set up a design run for Meyer here, I would guess. But, you got to have this. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. Needing their first offensive run. They have only 1 first down. That was in the previous drive. For a long pass completion. Fakes the handoff. Got pressure, and he's going to get all wrapped up. As the whistle's blown, it's going to be Caden Thomas and Cooper Havlis back there on the sack.
Tackle made by Havlis.
Yeah, Havlis, he just had that touchdown, and Quinter's doing a nice job at containing Meyer as well. They're really not letting him get any kind of breathing room in that pocket. You see him, he takes his 3-step drop whenever he does throw, and immediately takes that 4th step out of the pocket or inside, and that's one of the best things you can do. You got to get him off center, and you got to get his feet moving.
So the punt, it's going to come straight out, and they're not going to get anywhere near it. So it lands on the Bulldogs' 26-yard line.
26-yard line, 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs get the ball back up 12-0 here as they scored in their very first 2 drives. As the Hoxie is yet to really get an offensive going. Of course, they had the long pass that allowed them to, get their first down, and after that, not much going.
Yeah, and if you're Hoxie now, it's all about stopping this Bulldog offense. I mean, they've done whatever they wanted. You've seen it. A lot of sweeps and a lot of reverses. This time he's under center. Wouldn't be surprised if Jack's Ruff or someone comes in motion maybe.
Spread formation. Long pass downfield just outside the hands of Cale Hargett. Looking for the long ball on the first down. And honestly, it's not a bad play to come out and start being up 12-0, just trying to get the score going quick.
Yeah, they tried to take a shot here, and it was open. There's kind of an overthrow, but yeah, like you said, Kyler, it's second. It's first down. You know, you're up 12-0. You might as well take a shot, see what you can piece together. They're still trying to figure out this Hoxie defense and what works and what doesn't.
Two split out left, motion in. Fake, hands it off to the Jet, but he's going to be lost out of the hands of Jack's Ruff there. Either didn't quite get it fully in or he didn't get a fully hold of it, but they're going to get a loss. So now it's third down, about 13.
Yeah, and a lot of people think, you know, those sweeps are pretty easy. I mean, it's right there, but when you're running full speed like that, it can get a little finicky with trying to keep the ball and tuck it and run while looking at the coverage and looking at what holes are open and where you should run.
Just under 3 minutes left to go. Two split out left again. One next to Blackwell. Blackwell back. Scrambles out left. That's trouble, and he's going to be sacked. It's going to be number 23, Griffin Czar is the one in the backfield to get him.
Yeah, and they didn't ever really, you know, this entire drive they're about to punt, but I mean, it's just bad coverage and bad blocking there from the Bulldogs, but they didn't ever run the ball that drive. And, you know, they tried to do a jet sweep with Ruff, but I mean, they took 2 shots, and this time he gets sacked. So if you're Hoxie, you build off this now, and you see what you can piece together, and I think it all starts with your punt returner now and trying to piece together some yards as well.
So, Bulldogs, the punt's up and over in. It's going to be picked up by the Indians. It's number 10, Noah Nickerson. Tried going out right, but he's going to go straight up the middle and get taken down by Caden Thomas. There is a flag on the field right where the tackle happened.
Noah Nicholson with the return. There is a flag in the play.
As we wait for the indication, it looks like they were kind of pointing towards the Bulldogs there, which would help.
Yeah, it might have been a block in the back or something like that.
And it was intended to block in the back. So what could have been at the Bulldogs 30 pushes them all the way out to the Bulldogs 38-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. I mean, these block in the backs, they happen a lot, you know, on these kick returns and punt returns, but I mean, it's hard not to, and you know, it's one of the most common times a block in the back gets called. Your assignment is to go block someone, and if they beat you, you're going to do anything to their, you know, to get back and get your hands on them.
So as we wait for the chains to get set up here.
And look at this, Chase Meyer, the quarterback, he's actually outplaying the receiver, top of your screen now. It's actually Gage Epp now at quarterback.
Gage Epp's seen a few snaps behind center this season. Quick outs to Noah Nicholson. He's just going to reach the sticks, maybe a yard gain. And so it's going to bring up second and long, about second and 9.
Yeah, and I think Gage Epp's actually going to come out and play quarterback a little bit longer. He just got the play call from his coach. I think they're going to try to use Meyer a little bit on the outside and see what he can do with a receiver. Yep, Gage Epp in the shotgun.
So Epp in the shotgun. 2 split out left, 1 right. 4 receivers out, got Rush. He's got to scramble out. Looking for a guy. He's got time. Sends it out there, finds the target. He's got open room. He's going on the 5. Touchdown. And the Indians are on the board. That's number 10, Noah Nicholson. He's been the favorite here tonight.
Yeah, and kind of a wonky play here, but I do want to highlight this. You saw it was Isaac Gillespie cuts back, and a nice block got thrown by Hoxie to open that up, but a beautiful run there by Nicholson as well, and they've tried to open up this pass game, and that's going to really open up some, you know, deciding factors for Quinter on this defense, whether to guess for the run or pass.
So now for the 2-point diversion here, bringing within a 4-point game. Shotgun, 2 split out each side, looks to pass, quick out to the left. He's going to get it in. So it's going to be 12-8 here with just a minute 6 left here in the first quarter, and we have a ball game.
Yeah, and Gage Yep is no stranger to coming in these games so far. He's got 30 for 62, 227 yards, and 1 touchdown. So, I mean, he definitely knows the system, but that was pretty cool to see him come in and Meyer, take a different role.
And so both teams taking both different roles as the Bulldogs lead this time a little bit as they're going to receive the kickoff for the first time today.
Yeah, that was a nice way to respond by Hoxie as well. I mean, you were getting pretty much just the game was just controlled by Quinter. Most of that first quarter, and now towards the end, you strike back. It's only 12-8. You think those 2 points that you did stop, they're going to come back huge.
We're going to get set up here for the Bulldogs. It looks back. 22, Colt Worth is back to receive the kick. And kicking for the Indians is going to be number 5, Gage Epp. So we're talking about him. The quarterback came in there, getting the touchdown pass. And like I said, what a great job by him scrambling out. Like I said, it looked like he was about to get taken down, made a nice move, got set, and made the pass. So this one's going to end over end kick, straight to Worth. Worth will take it. He's at his own 20. Going a little too lateral, gets tossed to 25 and take it around his own 28-yard line. And that's where the Bulldogs will take over.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs on their last drive, they didn't run the ball. They ran a sweep and then 2 pass attempts. One was sacked in the backfield, so wouldn't be surprised if they kind of go back to what's worked in the past, and it looks like they will.
And you'd think if Jax Ruff didn't drop that one or whatever happened there, it could have been a little bit different. It led to the ball game becoming a little bit closer, and it's going to be met immediately as Colt Worth into the backfield right as he was trying to cross the line of scrimmage. And he would have been fine right at the line of scrimmage, but he tried running backwards, which led to even bigger loss for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and you saw it was Atlas. He's kind of lined up in that tight end slot, and he missed his block, and that's what kind of opened that initial contact up. But, I mean, it was a nice effort by Colt Worth to fight for some extra yardage, but ultimately it was a 4-yard loss.
So after losing 4 yards on the play, it's going to be 2nd and 14. Under center once again. Fakes a sweep and met right at the line of scrimmage. That was Nicholson. And we got a 3rd down and long once again.
Yeah, he kind of did a fake there, and it was a nice handoff. But again, it's Hoxie. They're kind of reading this offense a lot better. See Gage Yep, Chase Meyer, number 2. He's kind of been that guy for them defensively, and he's made a standpoint so far.
So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Bulldogs up 12-8 when we come back.
Golden Plains Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Quinter High School. Golden Plains is a full-service financial institution with locations across Kansas. We can help you plan a future with financial stability. We have financial products and services to help you get there. Stop by to learn more about our student resources to help you reach your goals, or visit us at gpcu.org. Golden Plains Credit Union, life with a touch of gold.
Harmony Farms, Kansas is a 6th-generation family farm located in Decatur County, Kansas. It was founded in 1878, and we still farm the original homestead. Harmony Farms, Kansas has been certified organic since 1987, and we're certified by the Organic Crop Improvement Association, National Organic Producers, and in Canada with the U.S. Canadian Equivalency Program. Harmony Farms offers certified organic wheat, milo, and millet both in bulk and individual packaging along with individual bags of whole wheat flour. Harmony Farms, Kansas, a proud supporter of Quinter Schools.
We're going to get straight in the action. Long pass. He gets the catch and the first down. Jack's Ruff was the recipient, and just a long throw there after a rough, first 2 downs.
Yeah, and Ruff kind of made up for his loss of yardage on a sweep. That was a nice catch, rose up, kept his body control as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if they build off of that. We saw these last couple of weeks with this Bulldog offense, they really like to go to the pass.
With a motion out, hand off to Ruff. He's got room. And then finally gets taken down, but not after an 8-yard gain. Putting him in great field position for a second down.
Porter Meyer with the tackle.
Some nice vertical blocking as well from Quinter. A lot of times with those outside sweeps, your linemen have trouble getting, lead blocking out there, and you got to depend on your receivers a little bit, but it's a nice showing there from that Bulldog front 3.
2nd and 3. 2 split out each side. Motion Coltworth. Hands it off to Coltworth. He's going up the left side. He's broke 1 tackle and actually tripped up by the same one. That was number 5, Gage Epp, getting the shoelace tackle, but not before the first down, plus a little extra.
Yeah, and it's these outside sweeps that's what's kind of burned these Indians so far, and it's the speed from both Jax Ruff and Coltworth. We ripped that touchdown off in that first quarter. Again, tried to go there, just got tripped up a little bit.
Motioning in. Looking to swing out right. The pass across the body to Coltworth. Coltworth at the line. And he's in for the touchdown. The connection from Blackwell to Coltworth.
Yeah, this is called a flood concept with the quarterback. He takes the snap with his motion. He runs up right behind Jax Ruff, but Coltworth kind of comes on a crosser route and was just wide open. Nice catch by him. Nice lower the shoulder to cross that goal line.
Great work by the Bulldogs bouncing back after another long 3rd down of 14 to getting in the end zone and now trying to push it back out to a 12-point lead. Motion once again. No handoff. Pass out there, and he's going to be wide open for the 2 points. So, 28, the Bulldogs on top here at home. Hoxie looking to try to catch them up.
Yeah, they came in, they were 0 for 2 on 2-point conversion. This time it's just a simple throw, and these Hoxie defenders, if you're Quinter, you got to attack those. I mean, they have burned this secondary so far, and you got to kind of target. I wouldn't be surprised if they do try to go in the direction of Cale Hargett here, but also I think you got to keep going what's working. I mean, Hargett, you saw, just had that 2-point conversion, but I mean, you've seen it, they go to work, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do tend more over Cooper Havlis and Cale Hargett. Take some more words from our sponsors. Solinsky Land and Cattle Company, wishing the Bulldogs good luck during the 2025-2026 school year. Smoky Hill Ag, serving Lane, Logan, and Gove counties.
We get set up for, once again, another Quinter kickoff here. As the Bulldogs set up 20-8 here on their home field. Looking to end their season strong. Like I said, we're bringing up multiple times here, just young teams working on their final things as we get ready, looking for the future. And both teams, of course, have young guys and in that finally rebuilding stage. You know, Hoxie coming off his championship, lost almost all their seniors or all their, main players and starters. And so they're going to come in here, try to figure out what they're doing and, make something happen. Pooch kicks there, lands about the 30. He's going to bring it 10 to, it looks like 13 yards to put them in the Bulldogs' territory.
37-yard line, Cooper Havlis.
Yeah, now they're in, Quinter enemy territory, and you can tell they don't want to kick it deep. They wanted to kind of catch them off guard, see if they can get pinned back a little bit, maybe get a lucky bounce, but it was a nice recovery there by Hoxie.
So the motion, out, swings out right, finds Nicholson. Nicholson stiff arms one, and they're going to get met after about a 5-yard gain. And now the Indians looking to push in to add another score to close this gap once again.
That was a nice little check down there from Epp as well. He went through his first read and saw the pocket collapsing, delivered it over to Nicholson. It's a nice solid game there from the Indians.
Second and about 5.5 to go here. Not quite on the hash marks. Handoff up the middle. He's got room. Nicholson at the first down, trying to fight for more. And he's going to get the first down.
Yeah, this Hoxie offensive line, they're responding a little bit better in this second quarter, and it's a nice way to find the hole there and rip off a nice first down.
The Indians 1st and 10 from the Bulldogs 25. Like I said, trying to close the gap here. One split up left, two to the right. Motions Myers. All the way, gets a nice little floater there to Myers. That was gonna tipped up, but he grabs it off the tip. And he's gonna complete it all the way down to the 10-yard lane. What a grab by Chase Myers.
Yeah, Chase Meyer started at quarterback, proving why he can play a little receiver there too. A nice bobbling catch, but also Colt Worth kind of went over and rocked him over on that 10-yard line, and that was a nice catch by him.
Chase Myers, one of the few only upperclassmen coming here as a junior. He's going to give it to Nicholson. And Nicholson will get the first yards here as we're now 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and that run really opens up a lot here. You put him, it's 2nd and goal now, and you got a little yardage there. I mean, I don't even know what to expect. It's 2nd and 3. First down is a touchdown essentially here, so I mean, that was you build off those runs. We've seen it a lot. Nicholson has really gotten the ball on the ground a lot this drive.
So the Indians in scoring position. Direct snap. Looks like a keeper, but he's going to met by a pile of red jerseys. First there was Colt Worth. And so after a few yards lost, it's going to bring him back 2 for a 3rd down and 5 to go to the end zone.
Yeah, and it was Caden Thomas applied some pressure early. Colt Worth, nice read to blitz out of that down, and he just wrapped them up. And now it's 3rd and 4. You lost the yard there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do, just keep it on the ground here.
Under center, I formation. Sweep it out left to Myers. Myers looking for a gap. He gets stopped right shy of the goal line. The referee's talking about half a yard. So it's going to be 4th and goal here. This is about a yard, maybe half a yard short.
Yeah, and again, I think you got to go back to the outside on this 4th down, and I think, Quinter's defensive line, they've done such a good job at containing the inside. So I don't know what to expect. It's 4th and 1, and you could do a lot here. You could run a sweep or a pitch to the outside, and your playbook's basically wide open. All you need is a yard.
Needing around a yard. He's in shotgun. He's going to run it up the center himself. And looking for the signal, and they give it for the touchdown. Chase Myers was the one who received that one. And so he's going to get in the end zone and bring it a little bit closer. 20-14 to a 6-point game.
Yeah, and Quinter was close there. They got off their blocks initially, but I think that momentum from Meyer really carried over, and it was what brought him through. But that was a nice way to answer back. It's 20-14 now, and pinning this 2-point, you could really start taking chunks out of this.
Pass outside, wide open. It's going to be 23 Griffin Czar, and that's going to make it a 4-point game here. 20-16 with 7:27 left to go in the half. Indians looking to make it a game, after we first 2 scores, was a little unsure how it was going, but definitely showing some more spirit here. It definitely took them a second, to learn what they need to do, but I like their adjusting. They have a lot of adjusting to get where they are, bringing this back to a 4-point game.
Yeah, that was a nice 2-point grab. Just kind of a jump fair there, kind of wonky, but you get it, and we down 20-16. Now if you're Quinter, I think a score here is almost a must. You're approaching, that halftime, and the break can kind of kill some of that momentum that you've been building. So I think a score here is almost as big as a score here. In general, I think this is one of the biggest drives so far.
I agree with you there. So like I said, 7:27, a lot of time for both teams left. depending on how much Quinter uses here on their next drive. Back to receive
Kicking off, Colt Worth.
is Colt Worth. Engage at to kick once again. This one, end over and kick straight to Worth once again. He'll pick it up at his own 13. He's got room and gets it all the way across their own 30. Taken down about the 31-yard line. And that's where the Bulldogs will take over on offense.
He had a nice little chunk play out of that, and that was a nice tackle there from the Indians. And there's a big crease there that you've seen his speed. I mean, Colworth, he could have ripped one there.
So two split out to each side. Blackwell alone in the backfield. Motion. Fake the jet. And he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage.
Blackwell on the carry.
Yeah, just blown up there by Hoxie, and I think if you're going to run that play, you kind of need to bounce to the outside a little bit more, see what you can make. You see it here, he pitches it, and he's met immediately, and he cuts back inside. I think if you kind of keep running outside a little bit, make him chase you instead of you coming to him, it could have been a little bit of a different outcome, but overall it was a nice way to get off your blocks by Hoxie.
So 2nd and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Looking to get some more yards to make your 3rd down more manageable. Under center, C formation in the backfield. Cross section, it's going to be met immediately once again. Jax Ruff was the one on the handoff, and he couldn't get anywhere.
Yeah, that was big for Hoxie. That was Chase Meyer. He gets in that backfield, and that's his 2nd tackle for loss this season. And you know, that was big to get off his block there and read that too. You know, I think this defense initially thought it was going to 22. They flip it over to 4, and a nice recovery by him.
Slow motion. It's going to be a nice little pass there. It's going to get picked off. Chase Myers, I think, was the one on the reception there. And so both sides now with the interception. And the Indians have a chance to take the lead here before half. 6:03 left to go.
Yeah, and this is called adjustment from this Hoxie defense. They ran that exact same play on their last touchdown score. It's the flood concept again. He rolls out, tries to hit Worth on that crosser, and that was a big read there from Meyer, and really just adjusting well. And that's kind of been the name of the game for Hoxie so far is about these adjustments that they've made.
So the Indians taking over on the Bulldogs 39. Motion, hands it off to Myers. Myers finding a gap. He's got room. Taken down and after a 7-yard gain.
Chase Meyer on the carry. Worth on the tackle.
Worth was the one to get him. Myers coming around that corner with speed.
Yeah, a nice tackle there by Worth. But, I mean, Chase Meyer, he's showing his speed a little bit there. He kind of made a nice juke. But I think this is kind of what Hoxie's going to roll out with is Epp under center and taking the snaps. And I think they're going to try to utilize Meyer as more of an athlete rather than their quarterback.
Agree with you there as this one's handed off to Nicholson. Nicholson with the 1st down and more. With another 5 extra yards, possible 6 after the 1st down. And the Indians finding traction here as we get close into the 1st half.
Yeah, you got 5 minutes left in the half. You're driving down. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they do take their time a little bit here, try to bleed off some of this clock. I think going up big into going up in general into half is almost crucial here.
One split out to each side. Out. Back to pass. Quick out. To his right. That's going to be Ty Benner. He's going to get a large gain there and put him in a favorable position for 2nd down.
Yeah, this is just a simple comeback route, and he gets Hargett to bite a little bit more than he should have, and comes back in a nice recovery there by that Bulldog defense. But also, you know, these Indians, they're driving now, 2nd and 2, and, you know, approaching this Bulldog end zone.
The Indians looking to get set in. 2 split our way left. Handoff straight up the middle, right past the defensive line, breaks a tackle, breaks 2. Gets the end zone, and he's going to be in. Noah Nicholson with the touchdown, and the Indians take the lead for the first time today.
And his name's been called a lot here, and I think this Quinter defense, they thought it was actually going to be Epp who received and ended up running, but Nicholson did a great job too at bouncing outside, creating some open space, and that score's big. And this two-point conversion, you know, if they can stop Quinter again, going up big in the half, and potentially if they do stop them with enough time, going up 2 scores in the half after being down 2 scores for the majority of this first half.
4:14 left. We'll get ready for the two-point conversion. 2 split our right. Looking for the quick out, and he's got him. 23, Griffin Czar. And the Indians go up 4, 24-20. Here in Quinter, Kansas, here, like I said, after being down 2 touchdowns, coming back up for the first lead of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, it's Hoxie. They've controlled this second quarter as of late, and I think Quinter, one of the things they really got to do good on this next drive is keeping your consistency and your big plays. You know, a lot of the times they end up ripping off like a 20-yard gain, and then, you know, it's 2 tackle for losses, and then you're facing a 3rd down. So I think pushing the narrative here of getting those back-to-back chunk plays would be huge. And, you know, it's a lot of the time they threw the interception. They tried to go back to that play. Didn't work. That was a nice adjustment by Hoxie.
So Hoxie getting ready to kick off. Once again, now with the lead. And hoping to hold it here, but like I said, a lot of time left to go. Bulldogs have a chance for a drive, maybe even 2, to take back the lead. But the way the Indians have adjusted well is going to look tough. And the Bulldogs trying to show if they can adjust on the fly. Colt Worth on the one to receive. He's not going to get much traction after that. He gets to his own 15-yard line. So that's where the Bulldogs will set up. Bulldogs needing the drive here with 4:07. Like I said, lots of time, so they don't need to rush or, you know, have the long plays without needing to, especially if you go too quick. You're going to give them enough time to go back down and react to whatever score you just did. So play it simple, stick to that run game you had very early.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure what to expect here. I'm excited to see.
A miscommunication there between Worth and Blackwell. I don't know if the snap just landed in the center, but Worth is going to get the handoff and is going to get a tackle for a loss of yards.
Right, I think they were going to do a delayed handoff here, and they were going to try to let some separation go and get a little open field action there for Colt Worth. But I think Hoxie did a great job at realizing that, and you can see he kind of paused and he waited and he looked and then he handed it off. I think instead of looking back, I think if you do pause, you got to hand that off a little quicker.
So now in shotgun. Reverse tactic out to the right. He's got yards and just grabbed, and as he gets back in the 6 and caught him off guard there for a second. And so great job getting back within the 6, but still got a 3rd down and long.
Yeah, and it's a nice thing to get that tackle for loss back as well, and now it's a 3rd and 9. You know, you're down by 4. I wouldn't be surprised if they do take a shot, and I think you got to go to your playmakers here. It's got to be Havlis or Hargett if you do go through the air.
So the Bulldogs, big play here as we're now under 3 minutes. They find themselves down 4. The snap, steps back to pass is Blackwell. Blackwell with pressure coming in, finds Colt Worth and makes the completion. And they're going to say actually it's incomplete. Or excuse me, was complete, but then down. And then the ball kind of came out, but after it was called, it was down. So it was 4th down, and it's a big play call here.
I think you got to punt this one away. I think you're a little too close, and especially with how this Hoxie offense has been playing, I think that's a tough way to end your drive. You know, you go 3 and out, and Hoxie has really stormed back. So I thought a score there would have been huge, and that was a tough little, like, delayed run they were in. The Hoxie did a good job, and I think they are going to go for it.
The 4th down, trying to get the conversion. Sweeping out to his left, long pass, finds Jack Ruff. He's got room, broke a tackle, and finally brought down on the Indians' 15-yard line.
Yeah, and the gamble paid off there. I think they were expecting maybe a short pass, and I don't know how Jack Ruff got this open, but what a throw there by Blackwell on the run and kind of fading out towards his end zone. Some nice, extra yards after contact initially from Jack Ruff. Now you're set up 1st and 10 in Hoxie's end zone with 1:40 left to go.
So running time here. They're trying to take the lead before half on their own home field. Blackwell setting up under center with the T formation in the backfield. Take the handoff, gets the pitch out to Ruff. Ruff up the right side. It's tackled down, but inside the out of bounds line, so the clock continues to tick.
Meyer with the stop, 2nd down and 7.
2nd down, about
12-yard line.
6.5 to 7. I said not quite on the hash marks, but great job by them. But now we're under a minute.
Yeah, time's winding down, and you really got to make sure you rip off a play here.
Handoff, no, fix it. Try and get the pass, but he's going to get brought down in the backfield for a loss. As we're going to finally see the first timeout come from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that was a tough one. You see Blackwell, it was going to be a play action. I think they wanted to have Havlis and Hargett going opposite crossers. Just gets blown up, but, it's smart by Easton Blackwell also to just take the sack and not let one go.
And I'm surprised, this is the first time we see. I get you have 3. That was the first one of his 3 here this evening with 42. You'd think they might have called him maybe a minute left to give him more time to set, because that seemed kind of rushed, and maybe it kind of led to the play that happened there. But regardless, still.
Yeah, I think they are playing a little situational football. You got to remember Hoxie has all 3 timeouts, and they've been able to rip off a lot of chunk plays. I like the decision to keep it. I would like it a little bit more to hang on that timeout if it was a 1st down rather than a 2nd down, because now you're facing a 3rd and 13. You got 42 seconds left. You still have 2 timeouts here. So I'm interested to see exactly, what they draw up. I think they got to go deep here. You can't afford to run it, because then it's a 4th down. You got to burn another timeout. And then not only that, you have to do your 4th down, because you're not going to punt in this situation.
No, but here's the thing. They do have the chance to get a fresh set down. It's not goal yet. So they just get to the end of the sticks. They'll be in great positioning. We're going to get set back to pass. Blackwell going deep. That's going to be rough there, and there's going to be flags all over the field, and that's well earned there. We're going to get a pass interference as he just kind of was looking at the ball, turned around, just went straight for the tackle before it got to his hands.
Yeah, you can't interfere with the receiver and his ability to catch the ball. I thought Blackwell actually put that ball in a perfect spot, and I think that worked out perfectly for the Bulldogs, because it's going to give them a 1st down, and the clock stops where they don't have to burn that timeout. So, I'm interested to see. I think if you do come out here and you run it, I think you should leave your timeout. You should obviously run a little earlier, little faster back to the line of scrimmage, but I don't think you should take your timeout right away here.
So not quite the 1st down with a 10-yard gain, because they were outside the sticks. And so it doesn't reach all the sticks there, but still have that 3rd down much more manageable. Spread formation, 2 to each side. Motion from Ruff. No pass there. Quick out to Ruff, and Ruff. Blackwell threw it. It's kind of miscommunication on if it was a quick out to Ruff. That's what Blackwell thought, but he wasn't looking at all.
Yeah, that's a tough one, and it's a little bit of a not a miscommunication, but just, I think I didn't think Ruff thought he was going to get the ball that quick. I thought he was going to give him a little bit more time to break on his route, but, either or, it's a 4th down here. I think you just take the shot to the end zone. I think playing for a 1st down is a little bit tricky, because then you're kind of worried about where you're going to be spotted. I think your goal here should just be to get the touchdown.
4th down. Back to pass is Blackwell. Blackwell had Havlis, but got knocked down. Number 10, Noah Nicholson on the coverage, and that's going to be a turnovers on downs with 29 seconds left to go.
Yeah, that's a tough one. In Blackwell, he kind of got a little antsy in the pocket there, went through his reads, fired one over. A costly drop there from Cooper Havlis. He's a little upset with himself about it, but now if you're Quinter, you got to play up. You got to guard the outside. Try to tackle inbounds. Try to get them to burn these timeouts early.
So here we go. 29 seconds left to go. As the Indians, again, have the lead here. Took it on their last drive, 24-20. Sweep out to the right to Myers. Myers is going to get tackled outside of bounds. Clock's going to stop. For about a gain of about 4. Closer to 3 yards as the stick kind of moves back a little bit more. So 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, you got 24 seconds here. You got all 3 timeouts. So, I think just getting some yardage here and quick throws, quick runs, something, it can get them up moving a little bit. And then I think once you get close to midfield, that's when you take your deep shot.
Shotgun pass, gets it out to Czar for another gain. And we're going to get the first timeout here from the Indians, but not after the first down.
Again, it's just a little quick throw there, and he breaks out, some nice coverage and tackling there to get him down in bounds, make them burn that timeout. But, yeah, like I said, it's these quick throws, quick runs to the outside. You got to play the kind of the corners of the field a little bit here, and I think now once you get up to about this 40-yard line, even close to maybe the 35 is when you take your shot deep, because you got to remember you only have 17 seconds, so you do got to play your time gingerly. You have 2 timeouts. I'm interested to see what they draw up.
And then you talk about that 17 seconds left to go, and you got to think how many quick outs can you do before you have to shoot it. And so you think if you don't get it on this next play, you might have to shoot it from that far down. And we've seen them make a long completion earlier in the their second drive of the game when they got their very first down. Of course, nothing came of it later in that drive, but still they have the chance to get the ball down the field and, put it up in the air. And so if I'm Quinter, I'm playing the run game more laxed and the pass game a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, and if you keep these safeties up, you got to watch out for that seam in the middle too. You could rip off probably a quick 30-yard gain if you move your safeties too far up.
So he drops back. Looks like he wants to keep it. He does. Gets across the line and gets all the way down. We're probably going to see the next timeout come. And we do, but not after an closer to 8-9 yard gain.
Yeah, a nice scramble there from Epp. And now if you're Hoxie, you got 7 seconds left. I do think that Quinter is going to play a little up high. I think they're going to keep their safeties high, trying to prevent something. That's when you hit a quick seam up the middle. You get tackled. You got about probably 3 seconds left on the clock after this play, enough to get you, in range for a touchdown, and it sets you up for a lot better than just a, flip fielding Hail Mary.
And I agree with you there, and so, but definitely don't worry about the run. If they run it, cool. You have the chance to get up there and get the run, and they're going to waste time on the clock because they got to get down. They got to call the timeout in time. So I'm playing deep on this one if I'm Quinter, just because if you're going to let that deep pass go, that's what's going to kill you. Yes, you can get up to the run. Yes, they could go in front of you and, juke you out, but it's better to be safer in that scenario just because 7 seconds, they got 1, like I said, possibly 2 plays to then get that timeout in time.
Yeah, and you see you got a 2 high safety look here with Hargett back and Worth also.
Back to pass, long ball in the air, intercepted by Colt Worth. Not in time as the clocks are at 0. And that's going to be the first half. The Bulldogs find themselves trailing 24-20.
Yeah, and this is some great coverage, too, from this Bulldogs secondary as well. They kind of mirrored their, first 3 steps and bounced out. They tried to go up, and just a nice pick there. Athletic play, too, by Colworth.
So 24-20, Hoxie Indians on top here. Make sure to stick around for our halftime as we're going to speak with the head coach of the Quinter Volleyball after this quick break. We'll be right back.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. Utilizing local in-field trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area, let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Nutrient Ag Solutions is proud to be a partner of the Gove County community, located at 7085 Highway 40. We're here to partner with you in every step of the way.
From chemistry and fertilizer to seed, custom applications, and expert agronomy service, Nutrient Ag Solutions has the tools, products, and local knowledge to help you grow smarter and more efficiently.
Give us a call today at 2218, or stop by the office to see how we can work together to build better relationships and better fields.
Nutrient Ag Solutions, proud sponsor of Quinter High School sports.
Selensky Land and Cattle Inc. and Circle S Trucking of Park, Kansas proudly support all Bulldog activities and athletics. Curtis and Kelly, lifelong residents of Gove County, have been in the farming and cattle feeding business for over 30 years, proudly running their family business to this day. They operate a cattle feed yard and also grow wheat, corn, and livestock feed. Circle S Trucking, led by Carson Selensky, has been actively hauling needs of the local area for silage, grain, and manure for 2 years. Selensky Land and Cattle and Circle S Trucking would like to congratulate and support the Bulldogs for that successful year and wish them the best of luck.
Smoky Hill Ag is your precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
Wagner Manure Spreading LLC was established in 1997 and has grown into a family-owned business in western Kansas. Owners Greg and Yvonne, sons Toby, Meredith, and sons Tucker and Owen, Tyler, Kayla, and daughters Posey and Penelope, Tanner and Caitlin, as well as full-time employees C.T. Borger and Cameron Bentham, specialize in the stockpiling and spreading of manure. They are also available for any of your hopper bottom needs, including grain or dry fertilizer. If you need pens cleaned, we have plenty of payloader experience. No job is too big or too small. Wagner Manure Spreading, proud supporter of the Bulldogs.
Well, and welcome back here to Quinter, Kansas. Joining alongside me is the head volleyball coach, Katie Blackwell, as they just got done playing pool play, advancing their record to 30-11. Kind of, just to start out, kind of give us kind of what the season's been about and, like, your guys' journey throughout this entire season.
Well, from the beginning, we said we wanted to make the state tournament, and I told them that back in May when we had our meeting before the summer. I said, I expect to set that state tournament, and we are going to work hard. We are going to condition. We're going to lift weights. We're going to, just put the time in and make it there. And so each game we got a little bit better, and that's all you ask as a coach is just to keep improving. And it's surreal that we're at this point.
And you talked about improving, and just clearly it's shown off from last season. Last season only having the 10 wins, and now at 30-11. And so just kind of walk us through what it means for, like, these girls, putting the effort out there and them as a team. We've asked you quite a bit over this season is like what their teamwork has been like, but how it's grown and just made them, better people and then better players to it.
Yeah, I strive on teamwork a lot. We do a lot of team bonding, team building activities, and we are definitely not the team that we started off in the season, and they have learned so much, and they have learned to come together as a team and play as a team, and we win as a team and we lose as a team. There's always something to learn. And just taking the girls with leadership and them stepping in when time counts. And, sub-state, I played all 12 players, and it took all 12 of us to make those 2 wins to advance to state. So it just team bonding and teamwork and all that, it just takes everybody.
Yeah, so like I said, hosted regionals, hosted sub-state, big thanks for you guys helping you guys get to where you were today. And what do you guys, as you're working on this week, looking forward to this weekend, what are you guys looking forward to most? I know we talked a lot of the season is your serving's been phenomenal, up the net's been phenomenal. Like, what's your big focus here you're looking forward?
I told them just show up, compete, enjoy the ride. We have been such an attacking team. Like I tell them, we're getting the attacks, but it's time for us to turn those attacks into kills and to score. So now our focus is being a scoring team. And Coach Mintz, the state cross-country coach, he said to me today, he sent me a message, and he goes, we all have these dreams, and we're making those dreams come true, but now it's time to turn those dreams into being a nightmare for your opponents. And so that was our focus today, was let's be a nightmare. Let's turn us into being a nightmare for them. And just competing, working hard. Today we took off the focus of the game, and like Spearville, we played them once this year, we lost to them. We said, revenge. Let's focus on revenge against them. And then when we took on Greeley County, they have beat us twice. We beat them once. I said, let's make it 50-50. Let's take revenge. And so taking off that pressure, like I felt like the girls were so scared, so worried, so like, oh my gosh, we're at state. And I just said, just have fun, enjoy the ride, take the pressure off, focus on revenge. Don't focus that we're at state, just play.
Yeah, great advice there, especially, coming from the coach. You've been here so many years, and especially now working with your own daughter. And so it just, the season itself, and then, of course, making it here, and then hopefully future goals. Of course, the main goal is to win state going through all here. What is, like you said, you want to talk about making a nightmare there. What is your biggest piece of advice outside of that for more of the technological place for volleyball going into the sub-state,
Oh, gosh. Just main thing, too, is focus on the good things. Don't fret the small things. All these teams have phenomenal players. They're going to have a kill. They're going to have a block. They're going to have an ace serve. It's the game of volleyball. And just don't sweat those things. Like, they make a good play, go to your huddle, say, hey, let's get the next one. Just positive thinking and just not hanging our heads. We talked about that. You make a mistake, come to the huddle, hey, my bad, I got the next one. Just stay positive and stay focused.
Any last messages for, this Quinter community, from you, looking forward to you guys for this weekend. And, of course, everyone's excited about that. But is there anything last messages for you?
Just thanks to the community for the support throughout the season. We want to wish the boys good luck this second half. Also, good luck to the cross-country boys as they go to state and run on Saturday. Know that we are supporting you from Dodge and that you guys are supporting us from Wamiko. And just, again, thanks to the community, and go Bulldogs.
Well, thank you so much, Katie Blackwell. And we'll be back here as we resume second half of action here in Quinter, Kansas.
Edgewater Insurance, located in Waukene and Grainfield, is committed to providing quality insurance products for individuals and businesses. Just like the Bulldogs revel in excellence, we revel in providing quality insurance service to our customers and community. While we specialize in crop insurance, we also offer auto, business, and farm insurance. Edgewater Insurance, a proud supporter of Quinter Bulldog Academics and Athletics.
Hello, I'm Levi Gibbs, Western Kansas Regional President for Equity Bank. And I'm Chad Churchwell, Commercial Lender, Quinter, Kansas. Equity means more response, more attention, more expertise. We are proud to support the communities in which we live and serve, and we are proud to support all of the Quinter athletic teams, and we wish you the best of luck. Stop by and see us for all your banking needs. Go Bulldogs!
Located south of Park, Daryl and Frina Kaiser, along with sons Luke, wife Zoe, Dalton, and Trevor, are proud supporters in the next generation of area farmers and ranchers.
The Kaisers raise cattle, corn, and wheat while offering custom farming needs and providing elite time-tested genetics for their registered Angus herd.
With added value in mind, the new marketing opportunities, Daryl and the boys believe their breeding program is one to take your herd to new heights. Join the Kaisers at their 26th annual production sale on the ranch on April 2nd, 2026.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
Kendra Sawyer's Barnes and Farm Bureau Financial Services in Quinter and Hoxie have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. With over 25 years of experience, we're as committed as ever to providing you with excellent customer service for all of your insurance needs. As part of the community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help protect what matters most in life. At Gove County Medical Center, our mission is simple: to enhance lives through person-centered care.
We believe in delivering the right care at the right time and the right setting. Our vision begins with our approach. We act with unity, driven by one common purpose, to make a difference. We show we care in every interaction, every step of the way. Visit us at 520 West 5th Street or call 785-754-3341 to make an appointment. Gove County Medical Center, where care meets compassion. GG&T Cattle Company is a fourth-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, Reed, and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered Solaires, Angus, and Optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 51st annual production sale on February 19, 2026 at the ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, a proud supporter of the Quinter Bulldogs.
Golden Plains Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Quinter High School. Golden Plains is a full-service financial institution with locations across Kansas. We can help you plan a future with financial stability. We have financial products and services to help you get there. Stop by to learn more about our student resources to help you reach your goals, or visit us at gpcu.org. Golden Plains Credit Union, life with a touch of gold.
Harmony Farms, Kansas is a sixth-generation family farm located in Decatur County, Kansas. It was founded in 1878, and we still farm the original homestead. Harmony Farms, Kansas has been certified organic since 1987, and we're certified by the Organic Crop Improvement Association, National Organic Producers, and in Canada with the U.S. Canadian Equivalency Program. Harmony Farms offers certified organic wheat, milo, and millet both in bulk and individual packaging along with individual bags of whole wheat flour. Harmony Farms, Kansas, a proud supporter of Quinter Schools.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. Utilizing local in-field trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area, let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Nutrient Ag Solutions is proud to be a partner of the Gove County community, located at 7085 Highway 40. We're here to partner with you in every step of the way.
From chemistry and fertilizer to seed, custom applications, and expert agronomy service, Nutrient Ag Solutions has the tools, products, and local knowledge to help you grow smarter and more efficiently.
Give us a call today at 785-754-2218 or stop by the office to see how we can work together to build better relationships and better fields.
Nutrient Ag Solutions, proud sponsor of Quinter High School sports.
Selensky Land and Cattle Inc. and Circle S Trucking of Park, Kansas proudly support all Bulldog activities and athletics. Curtis and Kelly, lifelong residents of Gove County, have been in the farming and cattle feeding business for over 30 years, proudly running their family business to this day. They operate a cattle feed yard and also grow wheat, corn, and livestock feed. Circle S Trucking, led by Carson Selensky, has been actively hauling needs of the local area for silage, grain, and manure for 2 years. Selensky Land and Cattle and Circle S Trucking would like to congratulate and support the Bulldogs for that successful year and wish them the best of luck.
Smoky Hill Ag is your precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
Wagner Manure Spreading LLC was established in 1997 and has grown into a family-owned business in western Kansas. Owners Greg and Yvonne, sons Toby, Meredith, and sons Tucker and Owen, Tyler, Kayla, and daughters Posey and Penelope, Tanner and Caitlin, as well as full-time employees C.T. Borger and Cameron Bentham, specialize in the stockpiling and spreading of manure. They are also available for any of your hopper bottom needs, including grain or dry fertilizer. If you need pens cleaned, we have plenty of payloader experience. No job is too big or too small. Wagner Manure Spreading, proud supporter of the Bulldogs. Edgewater Insurance, located in Waukene and Grainfield, is committed to providing quality insurance products for individuals and businesses. Just like the Bulldogs revel in excellence, we revel in providing quality insurance service to our customers and community. While we specialize in crop insurance, we also offer auto, business, and farm insurance. Edgewater Insurance, a proud supporter of Quinter Bulldog Academics and Athletics.
Welcome back here to Quinter, Kansas, home of the Quinter Bulldogs. They find themselves trailing 24-20 here as we get ready to start the second half. And biggest lead, they were actually in the lead all the way up till close to the end, about 4 minutes left, as their biggest lead was 12-0, and kind of still trying to find some, momentum here. And they kind of was in the end zone, had a chance to take the lead right before half, and then couldn't convert on downs. And now we're looking for, a better start as they're going to start the second half of the ball.
Yeah, and a lot of the times it was Hoxie making the right adjustments, and Quinter came out swinging. They've kind of been thumped in the head ever since they scored their last touchdown. They scored one compared to the two in the first, but I think Quinter would be just fine. And if you're Hoxie, you just keep making those same adjustments that's been working.
So one of the biggest things is, I think, for a football team to win is the adjustments in the second half. We saw the Indians adjusting really well already beforehand, but who's going to be able to adjust and get ready and prepare, to work themselves here in the second half to take this win this year? Like I said, this is the win, looking forward to this next year. It's a ninth week game. You're looking for a lot of stuff out of here, what the young guys can do, maybe seeing what the extra stuff can get, and, what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think if you're Hoxie, you gotta contain this defensive line a little bit better. And if I think you're Quinter, I think your back two and your corners, they have to be a little bit more on par. I think it's going to be the Quinter linebacker core is actually going to take the biggest jump here in the second half. I think they've done a good job, but I think Coltworth and Cale Hargett in that secondary, they're really going to have to keep their head on a swivel here.
As we get ready for the Bulldogs to receive the kick in the second half, as they're going to have, like I said, a lot to prove here and, get a lot of golf going here as we got 48 minutes here to go. Back to receive is Jack Ruff and Coltworth. And kicking once again is Gage Epp. And a kick there. Straight to Ruff. Ruff's got room. He breaks the tackle. And he gets caught up in another one.
There's a flag on the play too. But overall, this Quinter special teams, they've really kind of taken a big jump this year, and that's a pretty quality chunk run there. We're going to see what the call is.
And if it does not go against the Bulldogs, it's going to be a pretty good run.
Face mask. Be a face mask on Hoxie.
And so adding on to that impressive run, another 15 yards.
Yeah,
and it puts them in very, or I guess 5 yards.
Yeah, and it's manageable too. I mean, if you're a Hoxie, that's not what you want to start coming out of the half. But, I mean, for sure, if you're Quinter, take advantage of it, and I think they are with these two in the backfield.
Blackwell under center, I formation, hands up the middle. Get some positive yards here and a good start as they now head a little bit deeper into Indian territory. I believe it was Ruff on the run.
Several Indians on the stop.
Second and about 6. Right on the Indians' 35-yard line. Hand off to the middle once again. He breaks the tackle, gets through. That's Coltworth. He's going to get all the way down for the first down. And they're going to start off with some heat, same way they started off in their first drive earlier this game.
Yeah, and it's that Quinter offensive line. That was just an absolute crease. Berkeley mesh created an opening there for Coltworth. He's going to take advantage of that every single time.
And as we do have an Indian down on the field, couldn't quite see who it is, but we're gonna step aside here for a quick second for an injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Levi Gibbs, Western Kansas Regional President for Equity Bank, and I'm Chad Churchwell, Commercial Lender, Quinter, Kansas. Equity means more response, more attention, more expertise. We are proud to support the communities in which we live and serve, and we are proud to support all of the Quinter.
The injured Hoxie Indian gets.
Wish you the best of luck. Stop by and
You got a first down and manageable here, 1st and 10 for Quinter. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep pounding the rock here with either Jack Struff or Colt Worth in the backfield.
Blackwell under center, sweeps to Colt Worth on the right, getting met. Gets out of it for instead of a loss, he'll get upfield. That was almost bad as Chase Myers was running them down there behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and again, it's this Quinter run offense. They've been pretty much perfect here to start this half, and it's been all about the big guys up front as well, creating a lot of opportunities, and it's the vertical blocking. When you run outside like that, you got to have your offensive guards be able to get off the block and go block uphill, and they've done exactly that. And so far, I mean, Quinter's played a perfect half to start.
Under shotgun to Friend, hand up to Jax Ruff. He's going to get all the way down. It looks like he's going to have the first down, depending on where they place the ball here, and they do get it. So another first down for the Quinter Bulldogs. 1st and goal as they're inside the 10. The Bulldogs looking for the retake. Like I said, they lost it right there with about 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Blackwell under center once again. Hand up to Worth. Worth's got a hole. He's going on the field, and he's going to get it inside the pylon. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds before he reached across. And they're going to give him a 2nd down and goal.
And Quinter, they haven't had a receiver out at all this half so far. They've kept them inside, and it's these kind of reverse and some reads and some inside runs as well. It's usually, you know, it'd be the 2 backs that are either crossing on either side, but a lot of the times they're keeping it up themselves, and they're finding the same side of holes. And that's kind of one of the biggest things that's been what's separated this Quinter offense from this Hoxie defense. It's this blocking. They're really pounding through, you know, that B and C gap with either Colt Worth or Jax Ruff.
Now have some receivers split, 1 to each side. Worth in the backfield. Well, that's going to be Blackwell keeping it to himself. He's going to get nowhere with that one as we're going to reach 3rd and goal. A little bit of a loss, not quite a full yard. We're getting ready for 3rd and goal. Looks like might have been a quick out there, but instead, I like the idea because, like I said, you talked about their blocking, making the holes ready for the runner. So I don't like that, or didn't dislike that play call there. So we might see something similar here to Colt Worth or Jax Ruff.
Yeah, I don't either. You're only down by 4, and I think, you know, you just keep pounding and doing what's been working.
Right there, we just saw it. It's going to be Colt Worth, but it looks like he's not going to have enough. We're going to have another 4th and goal situation here.
Yeah, he was kind of stopped short there, and you know, they really did a good job at the inside run game. Hoxie has made the adjustment now. Now I think it's time where you kind of pitch it outside. I still think you continue with either or of your running backs, but I do think an outside run is pretty key here. They're going
to instead, they're going to keep it. That's going to be Blackwell keeping it himself right under center as they're going to score and take back the lead.
Surprised that Hoxie defense for sure, myself included, there with that QB sneak. Just kind of forces his way in there, and you know, those quarterback sneaks, you know, if done right, they're virtually impossible to stop. And it's all about that. Those front 3, those offensive linemen, they got to be the first ones, you know, to get hands to a body to clear a way for Blackwell.
With the Bulldogs looking to extend the lead up to 4. He drops back, kick out to the left. He's got it. That's Jax Ruff. Bulldogs up 4 and retake the lead after not having it for about 6 minutes, 4 in the first half, and then the 2 we got here are now under or just over 9 minutes left to go.
Yeah, and it's just the simple out route again, and that's kind of been the name of the game for both these teams. That they love the quick passes, they love the outs. And overall, both these offenses are firing on all cylinders. We're going to take a transition into some ad reads again. GG&T Cattle Company, the Worth families are proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. Saline River Seed, contact Darren Roberts, your Beck's area seed dealer, farm and Bulldog fans at heart.
The Bulldogs look to kick off once again. As they, like I said, had their troubles there towards the end of the first half. As now we're looking to extend their lead here at home. Like I said, a lot of this game is for pride and to show what everyone's worth. And so everyone's wanting to win this game. Hargett. Pooch kicks it. Indians pick it up around their own 25-yard line. And get the ball all the way down to about the 34. That was number 7, Porter Meyer, on the return.
Down at 10 Indians, 35-yard line.
They're going to set up shop, and again, they're going to roll out Gage up and have, Chase Meyer, who started the game at quarterback for them. He's been transitioning, kind of this utility guy all around the offense. We've seen him. He catches a lot of jet sweeps. He even catches the ball out, and he's going to sweep here again.
Fake the sweep, gets the handoff, and it's caught with the first down, trying to fight for more. That's going to be number 40, one of the only 2 seniors, Caden Beckman.
Work on the tackle, first down and 10.
So that's going to be another first down for the Hoxie Indians, and a great response starting here in their opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, and it's just a simple kind of a slant route, and they faked him out. A lot of this defense, they thought that was going to Chase Meyer. Great read by Up.
Pass set back, finds Chase Meyer, has one guy to beat. He's going to get tripped up by him. That's Cale Hargett and Chase Meyer. Both veterans on both sides of the ball. Chase Meyer, of course, being the junior, Hargett being the senior. Only senior on the Bulldogs, too, so he's definitely one of those great leaders that's been around, seen a lot of different players, and now is in charge of helping these younger guys adjust into this. One split to each side. Gives the handoff to Nicholson. Nicholson's got room. He's got the first down. He's got the upside at the 5, and he's inside as he outruns Colworth for the touchdown. And the Indians respond quickly as they retake the lead, 30 to 28.
Yeah, and just another good run by Nicholson there, and kind of braked out to that outside, and some good blocking as well. Just kind of a textbook run there, and Noah Nicholson, he's kind of been their guy rushing the ball, as much as it's been Chase Meyer this year. I thought Nicholson has done a great job tonight at getting these carries and responding well.
Big 2-point conversion here. Sets back. App goes the outside and bounces off the hands of Meyer. So 2-point difference here, and that is quite a big 2-point conversion, as the Bulldogs will get the ball here to start their second drive of the half.
Yeah, that would have been big for them. Now they're only up by 6, 30-28 lead, 8:07 in the third. So I think one of the biggest things you got to do now if you're Quinter is how do you respond to that? And I think it's, again, that, you saw it last drive. That they did a lot of the fake runs that were an inside handoff for another back. And I think this 2-back backfield has really been beneficial for them tonight. I think Hoxie really hasn't figured out this Quinter offense quite yet.
So both offensing responding on their opening drives here in the second half as we get ready for the Indians to kick back off once again to the Bulldogs. Both sides having one drive each. And a 2-point game, and not getting that 2-point conversion is big, because if Quinter goes down and scores and they get it, they will be up 6 points here, a full touchdown. And so we will see how Quinter responds. As this kicks, end over end kick to Colworth. Colworth picks it up in his own 12. Brings it all the way back up, slips up. Is going to fall right around his 24-yard line for about a 12-yard gain.
And again, these special teams, they've done good for both squads. I think Hoxie's doing a great job at getting bodies to the ball as quick as possible, but also Colworth is doing, a phenomenal job receiving those kicks. Those kicks are not easy to receive whatsoever, and he's doing a pretty good job tonight.
So here we go. Blackwell under center. Gives the handoff. He's got room. That's Cole Worth. Breaks the tackle. Got the first down. Plus a little extra. And that's how you respond if you're the Bulldogs after taking the lead and just getting it taken right after you.
And I really want to highlight Cole Worth's, running ability and his awareness too. And a lot of the times you see these running backs, they're so worried about, where their feet are going. You see, Worth just had his eyes up. He was hitting the gaps he needed to and also keeping that ball tucked. That was a beautiful run.
Blackwell under center again. Finds Jack Ruff. Jack Ruff's got a gap. He's down the field, and then his offensive line is giving him the room to run as the Bulldogs advance.
Yeah, and you can tell this Hoxie defense, they're starting to do, something that's pretty killer for most defenses, just guessing on who's going to get the ball rather than just reading it and seeing who's going to get the ball. And you can tell they're biting a lot on these Colt Worth runs as well, and it's leaving Jax Ruff, a lot of opportunities to rip off some big plays like that.
Same formation, 2 in the backfield once again. As they continue, no fake outs. This will be Blackwell. Pitches it out to Worth. Worth is going to get shoved out of bounds, but not before they get the first down, as they are now at the Hoxie 29-yard line is where they're going to mark them.
Yeah, and they're in this wishbone formation here, and this is a nightmare for any linebacker because not only do they have to read the quarterback, but they also have to read these two backs. Both Jax Ruff and Cole Worth have done an amazing job. That time they fake it to Ruff, and then they break out into a speed option, and they rip off a nice first down gain there.
So 1st and 10. Fake, but it's going to be no fake it's going to be the Indians not getting fooled and giving Blackwell a sack for a loss of 3.
Yeah, and one of the things you can do, which Hoxie just made that adjustment to read this offense, is look what direction the guard is pulling. You see Jarrett Packard and Gillespie have both flipped, and they've both pulled on opposite side, and more times likely than not, whatever the guard side pulls on is the side they're going to hand the ball off to.
So maybe a little too complicated for the play before. You get 2 split out left. Ruff in the motion. Doesn't do the jet. Long pass downfield. Cooper Havlis as the ball's up. It almost intercepted as it falls out of the hands of Porter Meyer, and that was about disaster for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that's 2 now dropped picks for Porter Meyer. Overall, he's doing a good job in that secondary, though. He's reading the QB's eyes, and in that time, Blackwell threw it into double coverage, but it was just a tough one, and they're lucky they didn't get away, with throwing a pick there.
3rd and long. Bulldogs looking to try to extend this drive and take the lead back. I formation now. Fakes the sweep. Looking to drop back to pass. Has to scramble. He's going to get sacked for a loss. It is going to be a 4th down as they're back all the way into their own 39-yard line. And so it's going to be a 4th and long.
They're either going to send their punt unit out. But when you're in that I formation and you have your receivers out, one of the biggest things you got to do is you got to watch your defensive ends, and also you got to watch your linebackers blitzing on there. I mean, Blackwell had absolutely 0 time in that pocket. Now it's a 4th and 22. You got to punt. So if you're going to line up in that formation, you really have to make sure, to call out blitzes and read those as well as your offensive line. They've got to make their adjustments, and they've got to block.
And I agree with you there. Have to roll out with the sides of the blocking. This punt's going to be tipped as it's touched. And it's going to be grabbed by Jackson Ruff.
Wow.
And I wasn't sure if he just misread that or where it was landing, but it kind of bounced off his back right shoulder in the Bulldogs.
Porter Meyer there with the muffed punt, and it's you've seen it now. That's 2, crucial drops there, and could have turned it over, and they're actually going to call this, I think, to Hoxie's side. And I thought it was clear as day that Jax Ruff hopped on that football.
I'm trying to. Oh, never mind. They are going to call it Bulldogs. And I guess they're pointing of the way. I wasn't sure what the kind of point was.
They might have just been spotting the ball there.
But it is going to be Bulldogs ball. Hand up the middle. And kind of heard of the fans kind of thought the same thing we did, is they're kind of questioning what the point was. But regardless of.
We all have a different point of view than the officials. Nobody sees the game like they do with how close they are. So they know better for sure. Now it's Quinter. They lined up in the 2 back. They stacked their 2 running backs. They keep their receivers bunched in. Really interested to see, you know, how good a blocking that Cale Hargett and Cooper Halvis on this outside can do.
Well, they got to get in the end zone here. There's a muffed pass there as Cole Wirth's going to make some use of it. 2nd and goal, now 3rd. And great job by Colt Wirth. He almost got tackled for a loss there, putting him at 3rd and long. But dodged the tackle and just got all the way up there inside the 5, making it a 3rd and plausible here.
Yeah, and it was Cale Hargett. He kind of got double teamed on the rush, and that's asking for a lot for a traditional receiver to block like that. I think that's a lot of stress load, you know, on him, and especially when you're running his side with that speed option. It was a nice recovery by Wirth as well.
So 2 split to the left. Blackwell in the back. Motion Jack's rough. No handoff. Probably looking for the read option. Gives it out to Wirth. Wirth down the sideline. He's going to get it in for 6. The Bulldogs back on top, 34-30, and has a chance to make it 36.
Yeah, and when you're facing a running back like Colt Wirth, and when you don't see Jax Ruff in that backfield as well, I think it's almost guaranteed that they're going to run a speed option there. And if you're a Hoxie linebacker, you got to call that out. You got to call to your defensive ends and your corners behind you to watch that speed option, because Wirth has that just incredible speed where he can break away on that outside. I mean, he walked in the end zone.
So 4:02 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Spread kind of formation. Pass outside to the outside, no good. So it's going to remain a 4-point game, and that was a big point difference there, as it could have put them up 6, but 4-point game. We got 4:02 left to go in the 3rd. A lot of game left to play as it's back and forth.
Tons of game left to play. You know, a lot of people say, you know, these games, they don't really start until this 4th quarter begins in a close game like this. And, you know, if you look at, I think if you're Hoxie, you got to look at the scoreboard. It's 4-0. And you can go out there and, you know, none of these plays mattered before. And, you know, we haven't really seen, you know, Hoxie's offense so far. I mean, it's been all Quinter this 3rd quarter, much like the 1st. But I'm really interested to see kind of what they do with Gage up there and how much they're going to utilize their playmakers too. We've seen Nicholson get a very big workload. You can see it's a big focal point for this Quinter defense to end up covering Meyer there, as he's been everywhere.
And so what I think is going to be the big emphasis of just so far what I've seen in this 3rd quarter with both sides scoring every drive is that whose defense is going to step up first and make that crucial stop. We saw Hawks about have it right there, you know, getting it in there, 3rd and long. And so they got to get the momentum and keep it throughout the entire drive and then let their offense do its work. That's when Nicholson is going to receive the kick. As we ran all the way down to their own 25-yard line. So here we go. Hoxie looking to respond once again, as they led 30-28, now trail 34-30.
On the run out, delays with the tackle. 1st down and 10, Indians. 20.
1st down and 10 for the Indians. We'll see what they come out to in the set.
You gotta take care of the football on this drive too.
2 split out rights. That doesn't matter. We're gonna hand it up the middle to Nicholson. Nicholson bounces off a couple bodies. He's gonna run with Colt Wirth hanging on to him. But they're gonna give him the 1st down.
Noah Nicholson on the carry.
Nicholson making his work here today. He's been kind of one of the lead rushers here for the Indians.
Yeah, and they're going to their playmakers, and, you know, you got to give it to those guys. It's a tight game like this. You know, we've seen it. And Nicholson has really been their kind of safety blanket all year in the backfield.
Quick out pass. And they're going to give him a catch right there as he's kind of falling to the ground. As we saw a couple Bulldogs kind of signaling no, but it's going to give him about 4.5-yard gain. Like I said, just no hash marks. It's right there in between the hashes. So here we go. Hoxie split 2 out left. Shotgun hands it up. It's going to be met immediately in the backfield and gets tackled for a loss. That's Jack Ruff.
Yeah, Jack's Ruff with an incredible read there, and he was running full speed as soon as that ball was snapped. Nobody was stopping him. He weaved through traffic and met him in the backfield. Really before Nicholson could make his first read in that backfield and see what gap was open, Jack's Ruff met him there, and that's just some quick linebacker play there by the Bulldogs.
3rd and long now. 2 split out to his right. Going to motion Myers in all the way to the other side. Steps back, pass. Looking, pressure, long pass, comes up short.
It's going to be roughing the passer in the backfield as Epp kind of got thrown down by Caden Thomas. Right after that throw, it was a little close, but I didn't think they're going to call roughing here, and they do.
Roughing the passer on the Bulldogs.
And so big hurt there. What could have been a 4th down and long turns then to a 1st and 10 on the Bulldogs. Looks like they're going to move them all the way down to the Bulldogs' 30-yard line. So like I said, we talked about the stops here for the Bulldogs. They almost had it there, but they got to be aware of penalties like that. Penalties is what's going to keep the other team in a game, especially when you're on a roll here and they're kind of in a struggling area. 2 split out to his right, 1 to his left. Looking for time, has pressure, he's going to move out to his right, keep it himself. And he's going to pick up a couple there, 3 yards on the run. So was looking for a pass, but turned to run to something, puts him into his 2nd, about 7.
Yeah, and it was a nice read there from Epp as well. But also these linebackers, Matt Glaze and Jax Ruff, they flowed to the ball very nicely to cut off that, that inside or outside run, by Epp.
2nd and 7. Bulldogs trying to get another defensive stop. Epp under center in the I formation. Sweep out to his left. He's going to get met immediately and tripped up. That's Jack Ruff in the backfield and gets a shoestring tackle right at the line of scrimmage is where he's going to kind of lunge to.
Yeah, and they run that outside sweep. And again, it's these Quinter linebackers so far this drive. They've really locked it down and their coverages and also their reads. They read that outside sweep immediately. As soon as Epp turned their back, they read it perfectly and they met him. That's now back-to-back plays. These linebackers have really been the difference maker.
3rd and 7. Receivers play out to both sides. Quick, outside to Myers. And they're going to give him the catch here for the 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice throw there, kind of a back shoulder grab there for Meyer. And again, it's building this momentum. It was both teams now. They've pieced together 2 pretty good drives, and we're setting up for an electric finish.
The Indians looking to take back the lead, which they just lost. Set up under center once again. Hands it up straight up the middle. Myers is going to get met immediately and probably behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of looks like about 2.
Yeah,
Excuse me, 1.
And they're set up in this I formation, and if you're going to do that, you got to lead block really well. You got to run block well. It was actually number 51, Max Fute, kind of got tripped up, and it was Berkeley Mesh in there and rattled him around, and it was great to get on there quick, and that was a nice play by this Quinter defense. And if you don't give up that pass now, that would have been a 4th down stop.
And right there, so you talk about Berkeley Mesh coming in at 300 pounds as a sophomore. That guy, he had a big sack there in the first half, and it's really been huge here on this defensive side as we're going to let the clock roll down here to the end of the 3rd. Quinter on top, 34-30 here on their home court as we got 1 quarter left to play. We'll be right back.
Located south of Park, Daryl and Farina Kaiser, along with sons Luke, wife Zoe, Dalton, and Trevor, are proud supporters in the next generation of area farmers and ranchers.
The Kaisers raise cattle, corn, and wheat while offering custom farming needs and providing elite time-tested genetics for their registered Angus herd.
With added value in mind, the new marketing opportunities, Daryl and the boys believe their breeding program is one to take your herd to new heights. Join the Kaisers at their 26th annual production sale on the ranch on April 2nd, 2026.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
Kendra Sawyer's Barns and Farm Bureau Financial Services in Quinter and Hoxie have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. With over 25 years of experience, we're as committed as ever to providing you with
And we are back here as the long pass here going for the end zone. And that one's going to get broke away. The target there was Caden Beckman. Welcome back here to Quinter, Kansas. It's the home of the Quinter Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs lead here 34-30. They found themselves down 4 at half. And so trying to keep the Indians out of the end zone and retaking the lead.
Yeah, that was a great defensive stance there from Blackwell. He did a great job at not coming too close to his receiver there, and you don't want to draw a DPI, but that was a great coverage by him as well. Kind of floating on that back foot. That can get a little tricky. You can fall over, but he kept his center of gravity up and got a hand in there to break that up, or what else would have been a touchdown.
3rd and long. 2 split out to left, 1 to his right. Long pass out. Finds Caden Beckman again. Was it enough? They're not going to give him enough there. It's going to be 4th down. And, of course, they're going to go for it here. It's the big thing here in 8-man is you're this far into the enemy territory. You're going to go for it.
Yeah, and Ebb kind of floated out a little bit, broke that pocket presence and fired one over, but it was a nice toss by him, and you're coming up 4th and 5. If you're Quinter, you got to watch the out routes. They're going to go back to what I would guess would go back to kind of what just happened there with a quick out route, try to get one, and you just got to be worried about moving that ball a little bit. And if you're this Quinter linebacker in secondary, watch for the out routes, read the quarterback size, and see what can come up.
And so a lot of the times, don't give them the room. Of course, don't be all over them, hold them or anything like that, but don't give them room. A lot of the time, a lot of receivers are given too much room, and that's why they get those extra yards. You got to play right up on with them and bang on his hip.
Especially how they're stacking these 3 receivers on the top of your screen.
Trips out right. Quick pass over the top. That one gets hipped up. And it's going to be incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs. There's no flags. So Quinter makes the first defensive stop here in the second half. And they will take over on their own 11-yard line.
Yeah, and they had 2 safeties up, or 2 corners, so you would assume a zone play so you can kind of fire it in the seam. But, again, Jax Ruff kind of surprised this quarterback a little bit and ended up floating up top, got a nice pass breakup, and already has an interception so far. And, this Quinter defense, they're really showing out here.
So, mistake that's on 12-yard line. They're going to motion Jack Ruff. Jack Ruff hands it off to the jet sweep out left. Finds the gap, cuts back. He's got room. He's got open. He's at the 40. He's at the 25, 20, 10, and brought down just after the 10, inside the 10 and about the 8-yard line. What a run from Jax Ruff.
Yeah, and he kind of came back around. The blocking kind of fell apart. That was nice uphill running as well. He cut back through coverage. And, I mean, that was just a nice run by the kid. He's a freshman. It looked like a veteran out there almost with the instinct to cut back and find that open field. A lot of the times these running backs, when they do, create traffic, the first instinct is to lower your shoulder and just see how much yards you can get.
Has a chance to go up 10. He gets the end off. Colworth lunging across the line, and he's in for the touchdown. Bulldogs extend their lead to 10 and has a chance to make it 12.
Yeah, and it's the inside runs again. They've burned them. I mean, this front Quinter 3 tonight have played just insanely. Their blocking is just so well. They're creating a lot of creases for these running backs. They've really lived and died in this I formation as well.
I formation. He's going to fake it and gets the whole defense. And does he get across the line? They're going to say he does. So the Bulldogs, 42-30 with 11 left to go here in the game, and find themselves back in that comfortable position they were early in the second quarter.
Yeah, and there's a nice intricate play design there. And what kind of worked for that was Blackwell. He tucked the ball into his side, and I think everyone in this building, in this field, they thought that was 100% a run up the middle, but a nice tuck by him, caught the defense off guard, almost made a nice read on that was Gage Epp, but really took him down, and so now you're down by 12. And if you're Hoxie, you just got to score, and you got to score quick, and you got to see what you can do.
If there's one thing I know about 8-man football is scores can happen at any time. And so Bulldogs holding strong, 42-40, or 42-30.
At Gove County Medical Center, our mission is simple: to enhance lives through person-centered care. We believe in delivering the right care at the right time and the right setting. Our vision begins with our approach. We act with unity, driven by one common purpose: to make a difference.
That's why you didn't
We
mean
show
to.
we care in every interaction, every step of the way.
I didn't know they were
This
going to commercial. I didn't mean to kick it off. So we're back here. Is a nice little pooch kick right at the 35. And he's going to get met immediately and hit hard. Caden Thomas.
And he was searching for that football ever since it went up in the air. A perfect read back there. It was in his face and just ran through him. And what a hit by him.
We're going to get it going here. Plenty of time left. And like I said right before the break, in 8-man football, scores can happen within a down. So got to be ready here. Quinter needs another great defensive stop here to put them in very good positioning and then get all back in offense, run some time off, and make it a 3-score game.
Yeah, and they were already up by 12 in that first quarter. We saw how quickly that lead dissolved away.
So the quick pass out to Nicholson. Nicholson up the side, breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, and then 3 more red jerseys come and help take him down, but not after a 5-yard gain. To bring in one on their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice drop-off pass. It was kind of one of those, outs or a bubble screen or whatever it was, but it was a nice toss there by Gage Epp as well. A lot of the times, quarterbacks can kind of end up holding onto that ball. It's an instinct. You see all these red jerseys coming at you, the pockets collapsing, your peripherals. Your first instinct's to tuck it and keep a hold of that football. It was a nice decision-making there from him.
2 split out to each side, handoff. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage is Nicholson.
Yeah, and I want to make a point of emphasis here on how good Quinter's tackling has been so far. I mean, they have really, as soon as they get a hand on a body, it's going down, and they've done an amazing job, wrapping up and tackling, whereas kind of the beginning of the season we saw they struggled in open field tackling. They struggled getting off blocks. They've shown a tremendous step up this season, and I'm excited to see what they build on in the future.
3rd down and about 5. Fakes the handoff. He scrambles out right. He's going to keep it running himself, and he's going to get to the 1st down, maybe a step more before he gets out of bounds. So he's got a 1st down on the Bulldogs territory.
Yeah, and you can see it was actually Matt Glaze. He took a blitz inside, and a lot of times if he would have just went out a little wider, he could have prevented that. It would have made Epp run inside where he wouldn't have got as big of a play rather than taking kind of an inside direct angle. If you take kind of a swing angle back around, you can shut down that. You can also force him to maybe make a premature throw.
So 10:02 left to go here. It's about a minute's run off. Motion. Myers all the way through. Step back, immediate pressure. Gets the screen there. That's Griffinzar. Griffinzar finds room, and he loses the ball.
I think he was down by contact before that football came out. We'll take another look at the replay. As overall, this was just kind of a fake screen bubble up top here to Czar. I mean, it's a nice play. We'll see. Does he get this ball hit out before? And I think that's close, but I do think his knee was down before, and I think that's down by contact.
So a great run and a hopeful down before losing the ball keeps their drive alive, trying to close this 2-score gap. So 1st and goal here as they get the ball on the Bulldogs 10. One split to each side. Steps back, quick pass outside. He's gonna find Czar again. Czar breaks outside of that tackle and he's in for 6.
And they go right back to Czar here, and it was Hargett. He actually fell over as soon as that ball was thrown. Kind of tried to get a tackle there, might have jumped a little too early. You see he slips right there, and Czar takes it, walks it into the end zone, and Hoxie's right back in this.
So big 2-point conversion here. 6-point difference as of right now, and if they're able to get it in, it'll make it 4, and which makes it that flip-flop kind of area and puts you in a very sticky situation if you're a Bulldog. A big stop. They've really relied going to the pass here. Trips out to his right. Pass outside, gets it outside, and it's deflected.
Almost intercepted there by Matt Glaze, and he could have took that back for a 6. There wasn't a soul in front of him, and he could have ran that. That's a tough one. But other than that, I mean, it's a great way to kind of break that off and prevent that 2-point. But, yeah, through his hands, and who knows what he could have done with that.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, you can't, 2-point conversion, the play is dead with the interceptions. And so still would have stopped it there. Big stop on the 42-36. So it makes them have to, Hoxie, make them have to get the stop and also go down and score and get the 2-point conversion done. So they have a lot more steps to do than they would normally if they would have got it. So Quinter's got to make some offense going here and, get it back in the end zone and extend this lead back.
I'm interested to see if Hoxie tries to catch him off guard here, maybe with like you said, a little squib, or if they're going to kick it deep. I think your options are pretty much open here.
And as I'm the front line for Quinter, I'm definitely prepping for a quick onside kick here, making sure hands are ready, or like I said, a little squib kick right behind that line because you got the speed for it. So the kick, this one, another in and over kick. Gives it to Jack Ruff. And he gets it in there but loses the ball.
Wow.
Are they going to say he's down first? No, they're going to get a fumble, and that is exactly what Quinter did not need to happen.
Yeah, that's tough. We'll take another look at it here. I mean, he runs into contact initially, did lose that football. I think it was Myers' helmet might have gotten in there and jarred that out. Great awareness there by Hoxie to jump on it. And now it's Hoxie with the reins of the game here. You're down by less than a touchdown. You go in here, you score. I think the biggest point of emphasis is getting this 2-point if they do end up scoring.
So need the score and the 2 points to take the lead in great field position as they take over back on offense. 2 split out left. Motion Myers across. Steps back to pass man with immediate pressure. He's got to scramble out. He's looking to get rid of the ball, but he's got so much room to run. He gets back within the sticks. He's going to go slide, and it'll be a 0-yard gain, but there is flag on the field.
I think he might have slipped when he stopped, when he got open. I think he wanted to run it.
And they're going to get a block in the back.
That's tough.
And it was right there. Just taking a look at this replay. It's going to be right here as they get towards the sticks. And he thought he had coverage, but it's just Myers kind of getting a little contact on him.
Yeah, and that's killer. And it's those open field, these linemen that they just want to block someone, and it's tough. You got to really watch out. If you see numbers on the backside, you just can't hit them. But obviously, Caden Thomas, though, he wrecked that play. It looked like he just got off the ball as soon as it snapped. That was great awareness by him. He was untouched.
Well, they got to play containment too, or else they're going to get all the way back up to that field. So that's going to be going back to the pass downfield. It's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there. I believe that's Cale Hargett, the senior, on the coverage there, keeping him at that 3rd and long now. Or excuse me, 2nd and long.
Yeah, he stuck right with them, and he gave him a little bit of room, and that's just a really tight pocket to fit that ball in. But overall, that was great coverage there by the senior. I mean, Cale Hargett, he's been pretty locked down so far tonight.
So 9 minutes left to go, left in the regulation. Trips out left, one to his right. Quick pass. Intercept. Oh, almost intercepted as it falls out of the hands of Noah Nichols. Nichols said, I got a little ahead of myself. He thought he had it too. He couldn't reel it in. It's now going to be 3rd down and long, and would have been disastrous.
Yeah,
for the Indians.
Cooper Havlis jumps on this ball straight to Nicholson, right in his hands, and just couldn't come away with it. And other than that, that was a great read by him. He jumped on that perfectly. And if you're Gage Epp, you got to watch out on how you're, perceiving your throws. He's leading them on with his eyes, and you really got to watch out for that. You got to make your quick reads.
And so, like I said, Cooper Havlis played great coverage from the defense here. And like I said, they're playing a little bit less rush and more of that pass defense. We're going to have Myers motion across. It's back once again. Pressured immediately. That one's getting intercepted. Havlis gets his interception. He's got room. And he's across the 40-yard line as Havlis makes up for the dropped interception. And the fumble from earlier as the Bulldogs are in action.
Yeah, that was just a nice coverage by him. He doesn't let it affect him. A lot of the times when a mistake like that happens, they think about it for a while. And, I think one of the biggest things in football is being able to flush your mistakes. Obviously you don't want to forget them. You want to build off of them. But being able to flush them and come back with a clear mind the next play, just like Havlis did there.
We're going to keep it on center. That's be Worth getting it up the middle. It's finally a play is called dead as they weren't able to bring him down right around the 30-yard line. Excuse me, 28-yard line is where they're going to give him the forward progress. It's going to give him about a 5-yard gain.
Keep in mind on this clock, too, if you're Hoxie, you're going to be down by 2 possessions if they score with likely less than 6 minutes left to go. In the regulation.
Yeah, if you're Quinter too with this run game you're hardly ever going to throw it in the air unless you got a 3rd and long. So Hoxie needs to make a stop here. Driving out the middle, that's going to be Jax Ruff. And they're going to give him the progress of the 1st down. So the Bulldogs will get a fresh set of downs as they look to extend their lead back to a 2-touchdown.
Yeah, it's Jax Ruff kind of bouncing off bodies inside and kind of like a pinball machine in there. He's just battling off and he gets to the 1st down. And this has been kind of Quinter's bread and butter so far with just how well this inside run has been working.
So the inside run's holding well as Hoxie's looking. Try to put a stop as they get ready in that I formation once again. Blackwell hands it off to Worth. Worth breaks a tackle and finally gets taken down by a couple Indians holding on to his ankles, but not before he gets a 6-yard gain. Closer to 7.
Yeah, and a big block there from number 45, Isaac Gillespie, to kind of open that one up. And, it's been Colt Worth and Jax Ruff's game so far, and they've really done a nice job at, finding ways and getting chunk plays and great gains as well.
This is definitely a team to be looking forward to next season as they to continue to extend their skills. We'll get another run up the middle from Jax Ruff. Let's talk about, like I said, we talked about earlier in the season how they were struggling wrapping up around the race and couldn't quite get anything going, didn't have the legs to get going. Now we're looking at them here in their final game of the season, and kind of the biggest takeaways is they've adjusted and grown throughout this entire season, and that's the biggest thing you can do when you're having a rebuild season like this.
Yeah, and they've built the foundation, and they've kind of wrote the ships for what a successful season looks like, and now you got to build off of that.
And so another run to Colt Worth. Did he have enough? They're going to mark him just shy. It's going to be 4th and maybe a foot left to go.
Yeah, getting a stop here would be huge for Hoxie, not only because it doesn't have you falling down 2 possessions, but you get the ball back with 6 minutes left, and you can really control this game. And Hoxie in their first game, their loss to Osborne, there was a drive where they took about 5 minutes off the clock. So, and they're able to do it, but we're going to see here with the chain gang and see if they were short. And it looks like they were.
It is going to be short, like I said, just about a foot. And so they got to run one more play as we're going to see a big stop here if the Indians can get it. Bulldogs can take this to extend a running time off the clock and extend their lead. This time in a T-set formation. Blackwell under center. He's going to keep it, though, and he's going to get it.
Yeah, that was an interesting play because, you know, they're in that wishbone formation with their two backs split out, and you know, I was surprised by it, but it's kind of been the name of their short, you know, conversions. We saw it on their, you know, one over on the goal line on the opposite side, but he takes it himself and he gets it, and you know, the QB sneak, if done right, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So they did it earlier to get the score. 1st and goal. Hands off. So Jack's rough. He's going to get a few yards outside, just shy of the 5-yard line. They're marking around the 6. The Bulldogs looking to try to put a dagger into this one. 2nd and goal. Indians trying to stop this run game, and that's all Quinter's been doing. Instead, trying to just run as much time as the clock. Now in a scoring position. In the eye. Fakes. The handoff is met in the back front. Miscommunication. Wasn't sure if it was a fake and Jax went on the wrong side or if it was going to someone else. Regardless, gives me a loss and sends him back outside to the Indians' 12-yard line. Gives a little hope here to the Indians.
Yeah, and Hoxie with a great stop there. And now you're setting 3rd and 12. This clock's still ticking, though. So, I mean, if you're Hoxie, you definitely got to play that aspect of it. You have all 3 timeouts still, and I think, you know, this is 4-down territory, so you got 2 downs to get a 1st down.
Read my mind on the timeouts there as we got the pitch once again. We saw it work earlier, and he's going to come just shy of the end zone. So here's the 4th down on about the 3-yard line.
4th and goal from there.
So we got to get in the end zone here. If the Indians can keep them out, that'll be big, as it'll only be a 1-score game when they'll have a chance to take it with a 2-point conversion. This could be the play that decides this game right here. As we're trying to stop the clock, as we're trying to figure out a play as it went out of bounds, so it is a clock that stops. They might talk about putting some time left on more time on the clock as it kept running, and which is understandable with the run. Staying in bounds keeps the clock running, but sometimes it goes out of bounds. You miss the call there. Yeah. It does stop the clock, which is big for Hoxie.
Yeah.
Not so much for Quinter.
100%. And this clock management, it's going to be interesting to see with these 3 timeouts as well. But, you know, you're 4th and 3. It's 4th quarter. You're only up by 1 possession. This is kind of like a must for Quinter right now.
4th down. 2 split out to each side. Fake the handoff to Worth. He's got pressure. Trying to look for it. Looks to run himself. He keeps the play alive. Still scrambling. The pass gets tipped. It gets intercepted. He's got room to run. He gets the ball, and he lost the ball. Cole Worth picks the ball off.
Are you kidding me? He kind of lost it while running. Great heads-up play by Worth. That's going to pin Quinter back now, I think. Not sure what the call. I think this might.
It's a fumble or interception, so it should be a 1st down for the Quinter, as I'm not sure what happened if he lost the ball.
Yeah, you see it here. It gets picked right inside by Hoxie. That's number 40, and he just lost the ball. Nice heads-up play by Cole Worth. It's Beckman that lost the football. He's running. It kind of slips out, but that was a killer there for Hoxie on what was just a broken down play for Quinter.
So what could have been a turnover on downs turns into a 1st down, but all the way back to the 40 for the Bulldogs, and gives them more time to run off the clock.
Yeah, that's brutal for Hoxie, but for Quinter, it's kind of like a second chance for them now. That play broke down. Blackwell under pressure, just kind of let it go. Didn't want to take the sack. But a nice heads-up play by Cole Worth, too, as we have a Hoxie Indian down.
We have a Hoxie Indian down 42 to 36. As they're going to take a break. We're going to take a break with them here, and we'll be right back to resume action. 3:29 left to go here in the 4th.
GG&T Cattle Company is a fourth-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, Reed, and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered Solares, Angus, and Optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 51st annual production sale on February 19, 2026 at the ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, a proud supporter of the Quinter Bulldogs.
Golden Plains Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Quinter High School. Golden Plains is a full-service financial institution with locations across Kansas. We can help you plan a future with financial stability. We have financial products and services to help you get there. Stop by to learn more about our student resources to help you reach your goals, or visit us at gpcu.org. Golden Plains Credit Union, life with a touch of gold.
Welcome back here to Quinter, Kansas after the chaotic play which led us to where we are now.
Yeah, and you can see Blackwell, he's kind of under pressure. He throws it a little bit, and I think his hand might have got tipped there, and that was a nice play by Beckman, but I think that momentum was kind of just flowing, and a nice heads-up play by Worth to grab it back. Now setting up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after a chaotic play, as they were running out of time there. Got the 5-second calls. They had to run to the line, as they're going to get about a 2-yard gain there, making it 3rd and 3, which is for them recently has been very manageable as the clock continues to run, as we're now under 3 minutes. So you're wondering when the timeouts are going to start coming out here. I know you want to use them for yours, but you got to make sure you have to get the first down here. We might see the first timeout come out from the Hoxie Indians.
Yeah, especially, and you know, if they do end up scoring and you have your 3 timeouts, you got to make sure you don't use them as well on that next drive.
And it's going to be met immediately. And did he get enough? It's going to depend on where they mark him down, but they met him behind the line, the first down marker. And they're going to keep him short.
Yeah. So kind of as I was saying with the timeouts, if you're Hoxie and Quinter does score, you want to make sure you go through that entire drive without using a timeout, so you're able to do an onside kick, still have 3 timeouts, rather than only having 1 or 2 timeouts, losing, you know, possibly the onside kick, and then Quinter getting a first down to ice the game.
So here we go. Big first down here as we're now under 2 minutes. It's going to be another keep, and he's got it.
And who else but Easton Blackwell? That's been their go-to here on these short conversions as well.
We're going to have a little bit of yellow out on the field. We're going to see what this call is. It's going to be a face mask, personal foul. It's going to be on the Indians, which hurts. But they already had the first down. It puts them even closer, though, to the end zone, extending their lead back to 6.
Yeah, and who, like I said, Easton Blackwell, he's been their guy for these short conversions. That quarterback sneak has really been working it, and somehow it's still catching Hoxie, you know, off guard.
As we're going to get the first timeout here, as kind of getting an idea what to play here for the Indians. 42-36, the Bulldogs trying to hold on to their lead.
And we'll take a couple words from our sponsors as well. AgriGold Seed and Man Farms helping feed the Quinter Bulldogs and the world. Saline River Seed. Contact Darren Roberts in your Beck's area seed dealer, farmers and Bulldogs at heart. Wagoner Manure Spreading, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs and thrilled to help spread Bulldog pride. Harmony Farms, organic farming that is harmony with nature. Edgewater Insurance. For all your insurance needs, contact Edgewater Insurance in Waukegan and Grainfield.
We get back here, ready to resume action. Bulldogs trying to extend their lead and close out this game as we're under 2 minutes here left to go. As Hoxie spends their first timeout, which is going to have to start seeing a few as they got a 1st and 10. Under center, T formation, hands it to Jax. Rough, as he's going to get quite a few yards coming up the middle. We're going to get a second timeout here from the Indians.
Yeah, now if you're Hoxie, it's get the ball back without them scoring because you're burning your timeouts now. You know, rather than, you know, saving them, there's really no other option here, else Quinter would just bleed the clock out. But, I mean, overall, you kind of just got to There's 1:43 left on the clock. You just got to get a stop here. No first downs are needed here, and yeah, it's tough. Some more words from our sponsors here. Golden Plains Credit Union encouraging students to go for gold on the court, field, and in the classroom. Nutrient Ag, one partner all in. Nutrient Ag supports the Quinter Bulldogs. Equity Bank, your hometown bank and supporters of the Quinter Bulldog activities. ZBR Racing, from the track to the classroom to the playing field and court. ZBR Racing supports the Quinter Bulldogs.
The cost without sponsors here for you. So, back to action as we get done with the second Indian timeout. As the Bulldogs looking to put this one away. .143 left. They said we've already seen a chaotic play in this area before. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Indian big defensive play here. Sat to the middle, packs it outside. Smart play, it's Colworth getting upfield. Coming up just short of the first down.
Yeah, these next two plays, if Quinter scores, this game's ice. They don't have any timeouts. You know, it'd take a miracle here for Hoxie to win if Quinter does score. So the biggest thing here is just getting the stop. You know, no touchdowns allowed. You've got two more plays. See what they can draw up.
Excuse me, they did get the first down on the other side of the line. So it's going to be first and goal from inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. So big defensive stop. We've seen it happen before. Last time they were in goal, had the sack, and then had the interception, just unfortunately lost the ball in the return. Got to tuck the ball. That's what's big right there. So Quinter needs to stick to the run game. They got 4 plays to go 3 yards. That's all they need. Even if anything, just run the clock out. Minute 32 left.
Yeah.
Run it all the way out. And then the Indians get a turnover.
No question here. It's going to be a run inside, I would guess. I mean, you don't want to take any chances throwing the ball. I think throwing the ball here would almost be kind of counterproductive. So we'll see what they can draw up.
It's actually going to be victory formation there, as they got enough downs here to run out the clock. And the Bulldogs are going to take the win here, as they've had a lot of ups and downs, especially right here towards the end. It looked like it could have been dangerous here, mishaps on both sides.
Yeah, and it's a nice win by Quinter as well to kind of write off, you know, a productive season as well. You know, it wasn't a season to put in the history books, but, I mean, this is one that you can build off of. This is a winning team now, and this is a foundation that they could just work off of. And if you're Hoxie, you have that foundation already. They have it in their locker room. They just need to get their guys who necessarily kind of didn't play as much last year, and they won state last year, and they graduated a bunch of guys. This is a kind of a fresh squad, but I mean, you know, looking ahead, they don't have many seniors, and this is a young team just like Quinter, and I'm excited to see what both these squads can do.
I agree with you there. Both squads, a lot to be, you know, glad about in this game. A lot of work here that both sides have done. But Quinter take the win at home, 42-36, after finding themselves down at half, and then almost a mishap right there as we were under the 2-minute mark. Had a lot of time to run off the clock, and so it's just really a big thing for the Quinter Bulldogs. Like I said, a lot of young guys, a lot of talent shown. The growth they've shown this season alone shows that the future for Bulldog football is here. And these next year, maybe when they're juniors, it's going to be really big, and I'm excited to see what these guys bring in the upcoming years.
And for the final time, Cale Hargett is going to walk off this field, number 1 for the Quinter Bulldogs. The lone senior for this squad comes out on top with a win.
And that's how I'd rather end the season, regardless of what happens here. I've been so glad to travel with you here this evening. It's been a great one for us regardless here, and that's going to be us from Quinter, Kansas. The Bulldogs end their season off on a high note, 42-36. Make sure to catch their volleyball as they head to state this weekend, as well as our cross-country team, as they're also running for state as well. We'll see you next time here as we get ready for basketball.
Harmony Farms, Kansas is a sixth-generation family farm located in Decatur County, Kansas. It was founded in 1878, and we still farm the original homestead. Harmony Farms, Kansas has been certified organic since 1987, and we're certified by the Organic Crop Improvement Association, National Organic Producers, and in Canada with the U.S. Canadian Equivalency Program. Harmony Farms offers certified organic wheat, milo, and millet both in bulk and individual packaging along with individual bags of whole wheat flour. Harmony Farms, Kansas, a proud supporter of Quinter schools.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. Utilizing local in-field trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area, let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Nutrient Ag Solutions is proud to be a partner of the Gove County community. Located at 7085 Highway 40, we're here to partner with you in every step of the way.
From chemistry and fertilizer to seed, custom applications, and expert agronomy service, Nutrient Ag Solutions has the tools, products, and local knowledge to help you grow smarter and more efficiently.
Give us a call today at 785-754-2218 or stop by the office to see how we can work together to build better relationships and better fields.
Nutrient Ag Solutions, proud sponsor of Quinter High School sports.
Selensky Land and Cattle Inc. and Circle S Trucking of Park, Kansas proudly support all Bulldog activities and athletics. Curtis and Kelly, lifelong residents of Gove County, have been in the farming and cattle feeding business for over 30 years, proudly running their family business to this day. They operate a cattle feed yard and also grow wheat, corn, and livestock feed. Circle S Trucking, led by Carson Selensky, has been actively hauling needs of the local area for silage, grain, and manure for 2 years. Selensky Land and Cattle and Circle S Trucking would like to congratulate and support the Bulldogs for that successful year and wish them the best of luck.
Smoky Hill Ag is your precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
Wagner Manure Spreading LLC was established in 1997 and has grown into a family-owned business in western Kansas. Owners Greg and Yvonne, sons Toby, Meredith, and sons Tucker and Owen, Tyler, Kayla, and daughters Posey and Penelope, Tanner and Caitlin, as well as full-time employees C.T. Borger and Cameron Bentham, specialize in the stockpiling and spreading of manure. They are also available for any of your hopper bottom needs, including grain or dry fertilizer. If you need pens cleaned, we have plenty of payloader experience. No job is too big or too small. Wagner Manure Spreading, proud supporter of the Bulldogs. Edgewater Insurance, located in Waukene and Grainfield, is committed to providing quality insurance products for individuals and businesses. Just like the Bulldogs revel in excellence, we revel in providing quality insurance service to our customers and community. While we specialize in crop insurance, we also offer auto, business, and farm insurance. Edgewater Insurance, a proud supporter of Quinter Bulldog Academics and Athletics.
Hello, I'm Levi Gibbs, Western Kansas Regional President for Equity Bank. And I'm Chad Churchwell, Commercial Lender, Quinter, Kansas. Equity means more response, more attention, more expertise. We are proud to support the communities in which we live and serve, and we are proud to support all of the Quinter athletic teams, and we wish you the best of luck. Stop by and see us for all your banking needs. Go Bulldogs!
The Located south of Park, Daryl and Frina Kaiser, along with sons Luke, wife Zoe, Dalton, and Trevor, are proud supporters of the next generation of area farmers and ranchers.
The Kaisers raise cattle, corn, and wheat while offering custom farming needs and providing elite time-tested genetics for their registered Angus herd.
With added value in mind, the new marketing opportunities, Daryl and the boys believe their breeding program is one to take your herd to new heights. Join the Kaisers at their 26th annual production sale on the ranch on April 2nd, 2026.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
Kendra Sawyer's Barns and Farm Bureau Financial Services in Quinter and Hoxie have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. With over 25 years of experience, we're as committed as ever to providing you with excellent customer service for all of your insurance needs. As part of the community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help protect what matters most in life. At Gove County Medical Center, our mission is simple: to enhance lives through person-centered care. We believe in delivering the right care at the right time and the right setting. Our vision begins with our approach. We act with unity, driven by one common purpose: to make a difference. And we show we care in every interaction, every step of the way. Visit us at 520 West 5th Street or call 785-754-3341 to make an appointment. Gove County Medical Center, where care meets compassion. GG&T Cattle Company is a fourth-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, Reed, and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered Solaires, Angus, and Optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 51st annual production sale on February 19, 2026 at the ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, a proud supporter of the Quinter Bulldogs.
Golden Plains Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Quinter High School. Golden Plains is a full-service financial institution with locations across Kansas. We can help you plan a future with financial stability. We have financial products and services to help you get there. Stop by to learn more about our student resources to help you reach your goals, or visit us at gpcu.org. Golden Plains Credit Union, life with a touch of gold.
Harmony Farms, Kansas is a sixth-generation family farm located in Decatur County, Kansas. It was founded in 1878, and we still farm the original homestead. Harmony Farms, Kansas has been certified organic since 1987, and we're certified by the Organic Crop Improvement Association, National Organic Producers, and in Canada with the U.S. Canadian Equivalency Program. Harmony Farms offers certified organic wheat, milo, and millet both in bulk and individual packaging along with individual bags of whole wheat flour. Harmony Farms, Kansas, a proud supporter of Quinter Schools.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. Utilizing local in-field trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area, let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Nutrient Ag Solutions is proud to be a partner of the Gove County community. Located at 7085 Highway 40, we're here to partner with you in every step of the way.
From chemistry and fertilizer to seed, custom applications, and expert agronomy service, Nutrient Ag Solutions has the tools, products, and local knowledge to help you grow smarter and more efficiently.
Give us a call today at 785-754-2218 or stop by the office to see how we can work together to build better relationships and better fields.
Nutrient Ag Solutions, proud sponsor of Quinter High School sports.
Selensky Land and Cattle Inc. and Circle S Trucking of Park, Kansas proudly support all Bulldog activities and athletics. Curtis and Kelly, lifelong residents of Gove County have been in the farming and cattle feeding business for over 30 years, proudly running their family business to this day. They operate a cattle feed yard and also grow wheat, corn, and livestock feed. Surplus Trucking, led by Carson Selinsky, has been actively hauling needs of the local area for silage, grain, and manure for 2 years. Selinsky Land and Cattle and Surplus Trucking would like to congratulate and support the Bulldogs for that successful year and wish them the best of luck.
Smoky Hill Ag is your precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
Wagner Manure Spreading LLC was established in 1997 and has grown into a family-owned business in western Kansas. Owners Greg and Yvonne, sons Toby, Meredith, and sons Tucker and Owen, Tyler, Kayla, and daughters Posey and Penelope, Tanner and Caitlin, as well as full-time employees C.T. Borger and Cameron Bentham, specialize in the stockpiling and spreading of manure. They are also available for any of your hopper bottom needs, including grain or dry fertilizer. If you need pens cleaned, we have plenty of payloader experience. No job is too big or too small. Wagner Manure Spreading, proud supporter of the Bulldogs. Edgewater Insurance, located in Waukene and Grainfield, is committed to providing quality insurance products for individuals and businesses. Just like the Bulldogs revel in excellence, we revel in providing quality insurance service to our customers and community. While we specialize in crop insurance, we also offer auto, business, and farm insurance. Edgewater Insurance, a proud supporter of Quinter Bulldog Academics and Athletics.
Hello, I'm Levi Gibbs, Western Kansas Regional President for Equity Bank. And I'm Chad Churchwell, Commercial Lender, Quinter, Kansas. Equity means more response, more retention, more expertise. We are proud to support the communities in which we live and serve, and we are proud to support all of the Quinter athletic teams and wish you the best of luck. Stop by and see us for all your banking needs. Go Bulldogs!
Located south of Park, Daryl and Frina Kaiser, along with sons Luke, wife Zoe, Dalton, and Trevor, are proud supporters in the next generation of area farmers and ranchers.
The Kaisers raise cattle, corn, and wheat while offering custom farming needs and providing elite time-tested genetics for their registered Angus herd.
With added value in mind, the new marketing opportunities, Daryl and the boys believe their breeding program is one to take your herd to new heights. Join the Kaisers at their 26th annual production sale on the ranch on April 2nd, 2026. Located south of Park, Daryl and Frina Kaiser, along with sons Luke, wife Zoe, Dalton, and Trevor, are proud supporters in the next generation of area farmers and ranchers.
The Kaisers raise cattle, corn, and wheat while offering custom farming needs and providing elite time-tested genetics for their registered Angus herd.
With added value in mind, the new marketing opportunities, Daryl and the boys believe their breeding program is one to take your herd to new heights. Join the Kaisers at their 26th annual production sale on the ranch on April 2nd, 2026. Located south of Park, Daryl and Frina Kaiser, along with sons Luke, wife Zoe, Dalton, and Trevor, are proud supporters in the next generation of area farmers and ranchers.
The Kaisers raise cattle, corn, and wheat while offering custom farming needs and providing elite time-tested genetics for their registered Angus herd.
With added value in mind, the new marketing opportunities, Daryl and the boys believe their breeding program is one to take your herd to new heights. Join the Kaisers at their 26th annual production sale on the ranch on April 2nd, 2026.